You're watching Poindexter Lounge. You already know. You're watching Poindexter Lounge for the unity.
What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is good to have you with me in the lounge today. I apologize. So StreamYard is really being fickle and being weird right now, and it kept kicking me out. And you can ask Johnny when I bring him in here. I was screaming at my screen just a couple of seconds ago because it would not let me go live. I kept hitting go live, go live, go live. I kept coming out, coming back in. Anyways, the good news is we're here now and you're here now. So welcome to the Poindexter Lounge, and it's good to have you. If this is your first time to the lounge, just know that the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me and my crew, meaning our entire nerd family, can get together and talk about all the things that we love, things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, and so much more. And so if those are things that you're into and that you enjoy, you have found the right place. Now, one of the things that this is this is a place where we enjoy stuff. So look, I won't tell you how to enjoy the thing that you enjoy, and all we ask for is the same in return. But we do like to enjoy stuff here. And we don't hate on stuff and just to hate stuff, you know. Before we get started, of course, I would love to thank all of our wonderful patrons. Thank you guys so much for your support. We appreciate you all and all that you guys bring to the show. You guys allow us to be able to do this show. And so thankful for all of you. And of course, all of our memberships grow and grow and grow. And it is good to have you guys become a part of the membership. And look, it's really simple. Literally, you can join the Patreon for as little as $1. Membership is $2. And I want to put this out there, because I know we have a lot of great people who come to this program, 2 Cents on Nonsense, which is our special Thursday night show where we tackle nonsense and crazy stories from all over fandoms. But I just want to say we have the ability. So when you become a member, you can use all these cool like emoticons, right, in the live chat. And so we want to have those out there for you guys. But in doing so, we've got enough members where we get 2 new ones. Right, we get 2 new ones. So I know that you're all very artistic, and because you guys send us stuff. Which, by the way, if you're watching this, the live feed is the best because the chat responds in awesome, crazy ways. And you guys send us all kinds of fake advertisements and fun stuff. You can either send it to me on Twitter, by DMing me, or you can email stuff to me live at poindexterlounge@gmail.com. And if I get it and I'm able to put it up, like we put stuff up live and everything during the show, and it's just fun. This show is interactive. This show is for you guys, and we have a lot of fun doing it. And we're glad that you guys are along with us when we do it. So because that, knowing that you guys have, given us so many great, artistic pieces over the last little while, I want to open this up to you guys that you guys can make special emoticons that you would like to see. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up. You can email me your emoticon ideas to poindexterlounge@gmail.com. Now, remember that there's only a limited amount of these that we can do, right? And so it needs to be square. Okay, it does need to be square, and it needs to be small. So it needs to be square and under 1 megabyte. All right, and in JPEG format, so or JPG, whatever you want to call it, but JPEG. So if you submit something, we'll take a look at it, and then we'll have a nice little vote to vote for our next 2 emoticons. All right, so do that. Also, if you are a, we do giveaways around here, and so if you're a patron or a member, or if you give a super chat anytime in this next week to next Wednesday, you will be in the running for one of these. We're going to have 3 of these total to give away. We're going to give one away this week. This is a Victor Koo original. And look at all these wonderful DCEU characters that are in this. This is just awesome. It's a poster. It's on a poster board type of material. But look, that shininess is the poster. It's like a holographic type thing. That is not the plastic around this. That is the actual thing. I can take it out a little bit here, so you can see. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. And shiny, and you can see up close. It's got all these different characters in it, all these awesome people that are in these movies from all the different DCEU movies, and it is actually signed by Victor Koo. All right, so we're gonna give one of these away next Wednesday. So all you have to do is either give a super chat of any kind, or or become a member or a patron, and you're automatically in the running for one of those, and they are suitable for framing. We've got one in our own living room. We got that at BVS Comes Home here in Detroit when we got to watch Batman v Superman a few weeks ago with a bunch of our friends from the movement. So get in on that, because that's a really cool thing. And Victor Koo, speaking of Victor Koo, this Saturday and Sunday, well, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, really. Friday, there's a bunch of really cool like cosplay stuff and workshops and things like that for stuff. And so Friday all day long at the Justicecon YouTube channel, Justicecon 2021 will be in full effect. And so that's all day Friday. All day Saturday. Saturday is Justice League Day, Zack Snyder's Justice League Day. Lots of great interviews. I mean, our good friend Ray Fisher, Ray Porter, just different people are going to be all a part of that. And I will be interviewing Patrick Tatopoulos, who was the designer for Batman v Superman and for Zack Snyder's Justice League, but also movies like 300 and oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank here all of a sudden. But I mean, like 300, some of the Alien versus Predator movies, also the Underworld movies, just so many different movies that he has been a part of, and he's fabulous. He designed the Batmobile for Batman v Superman and Justice League, and was the designer for like a lot of the things that you see in there. And if anything, everybody agrees Batman v Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League looks absolutely fantastic. So I'll be interviewing him on Saturday. It's going to be a great day, all day Saturday. And then Sunday is Army of the Dead Day. Zack Snyder's new film that will be coming out in May on Netflix. And we will be interviewing Batista, Dave Batista. We will be interviewing him. And so I'm looking so forward to that, folks. Now, remind you, that will not be here on the Poindexter Lounge, but that will be on the Justicecon YouTube channel. So make sure that you go subscribe to the Justicecon YouTube channel. It's getting traction. It's been in People magazine now. Grace Randolph did a whole interview with Zack Snyder today, talking about it and getting a shout out for it and explaining it and everything. So look, you're gonna want to be a part of this thing for sure. All right. That being said, it's Thursday night. It's Thursday night, and you know what that means? It's time to go after some nonsense. But I don't just go after the nonsense on Thursday nights on my own. Oh, no. I've got a wonderful partner in crime. Ladies and gentlemen, you love him. He's awesome. Yes, he was the guy behind the conspiracy of the Ann Sarnoff Twitter page, and got taken down, but brilliant in the meantime, and like fooled all of us. So if you got fooled by that, that was Johnny. Yep, that was Johnny. So, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the program once again, Mr. Johnny Pop.
Here's Johnny.
Hey,
what's up, man? Ooh, what you got there?
Not much. You're just sit here playing with my Wonder Woman.
Ooh, look at there.
Bend me, shape me any way you want. She's so
I got my old Superpowers Wonder Woman right here, man. Check this out. Check me out. I got a Wonder Woman as well.
Oh, dude, that's
She does that. You squeeze her leg, she goes, ah.
Is that like,
Pow!
is that some sort of like, is that what, like woke karate or something like that?
Well, yeah, probably. Probably.
It's so good to be here. I mean, I know last week I had some health issues going on, so but that's all cleared up, so we're good to go. I am just so fired up. It's nice to see everybody there in the chat. Hello, like Scotty, Soph. What's up, TW Geeks? Oh my goodness, it is so nice to see everybody. And I got to tell you, when we were trying to go live earlier, if you've ever seen that little cartoon, that meme of like old man yells at cloud, that's like what Enosh was yelling at StreamYard. It was absolutely hilarious. So he spent about a good 5 minutes at least screaming at StreamYard, and StreamYard didn't reply, but we're here. So
exactly, we're still here. We're still here. So yeah. But we are. We've got
dude, Batista. I'm stoked.
Is here. Batista is here, man. Well, he's not here, but on Justicecon. I'm going to be there with Batista. How's that?
Oh yeah, I mean, Justicecon was, a highlight last year for those of us who were, anxious for more info about Zack Snyder's Justice League, and it was really cool because you meet I met some really cool streamers through there. I mean, the Nerd Queens are fantastic. Wonder Meg, just these ladies are pros, and this event is going to be absolutely amazing. So, what's up, Jenner?
So, man, Johnny, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What's up, Layla? I'm not sure what video, Layla, you're mentioning right away, right off the top of my head. I'm sorry. But Johnny, yes. So last week, man, I almost felt like I needed to, I felt like I did like a mini, I don't know if you caught it, but I kind of did almost like a mini 2 cents on nonsense by myself because I was beyond agitated.
Oh, yeah, with the Indy 5 casting.
Yeah, at the Indy 5 casting, Indiana Jones 5 casting, because God forbid they announce a woman. I mean, and it's par for the course. Like, look, Jeremy and all those guys, like immediately, that's their thing. They're going to go after, them. And it's a woke thing, like we were joking about, I'm so sick of all that stuff. And then today it was announced that Mads Mikkelsen is also going to be in Indy 5. Oh, you mean no videos about that and how he's going to take over and he's going to put Indy in his place and
he's going to make it. He's going to make it too Euro. He's going to make it too white. His accent. I mean, there was nothing about that. But as soon as you announce a funny, up and coming female actress, everybody loses it, and they didn't even like.
And somebody said to me like on Twitter, they're like, oh, but that's because she's woke and SJW and stuff. And I said, okay, so where are all the other videos and complaints and tweets and stuff about, I don't know, Steven Spielberg, Harrison Ford, everybody else who's leftist and everything, who's associated with Indy 5, and then oh my gosh. I mean, with as much as they're going after the fact that they're saying that, Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy are destroying Luke Skywalker. Interesting, like how all they ever say about Mark Hamill is just like, well, we've got a difference of opinion with Mark Hamill, but we still love the character of Luke Skywalker. But like, it's easy, low-hanging fruit to just absolutely try to annihilate a poor woman that just because she has different political views than you. I don't have to agree with everything somebody says or lives or does on either side of the aisle for me to just enjoy art. Like, I think that that's a problem in society right now is we act like on both sides. Listen, on both sides. If you're demonizing anybody on either side of the aisle, I don't care if you're going after Republicans and Donald Trump himself. Like, if you're literally demonizing a person because of who they voted for, you're not going to like anybody because you're going to find something wrong with everybody.
Exactly.
And that's the point. And so the thing is I don't care. Just tell me a good Star Wars story. Just tell me a good Indiana Jones story. Somebody was like, well, I just don't want any of that in my Indiana. I said, I just want to be told a good story. Well, I don't want a woman taking over. I said, I just want to be told a good story. That's all I want.
Exactly. Like, and you know what? If that's the direction they go, then that's the direction they go. You don't have to like it.
Yep.
You know, I mean,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's just, but you know, to make up all this crap is just ridiculous because they immediately just start attacking her with no evidence for no good reason. There's no reason to attack her at all. Mm-hmm. Even if they had come out and said this is going to be Indiana Jones 5 is going to be called The Quest for Wokeness, you know, then they'd be like, then they could, you know, make videos like, I hate this. Okay, well then don't watch it. But I mean,
don't watch it then.
Yeah, movie guy like Phoebe Waller-Bridge. She's very talented. She's funny, smart, and just she's done great stuff.
Well, as Cartman on South Park said, you know, women are funny, you know. But no, I'm so over that, so sick of that. But look, I want to say, and we always have to preface this right up front. Listen, this show is not about ripping into people. This show is not just about mocking people or whatever. Although sometimes it feels like it because people say such stupid things sometimes that I can't believe my ears. But this show is to basically kind of poke fun a little bit at some of the ridiculous things people say about Star Wars and other nerd stuff. And look, don't take yourself so seriously.
No,
that's all I'm saying. Look, you know, the other day and like I don't put anything on anybody else that I wouldn't take myself because look, I literally dressed up in a wig the other day and
wait, you're Jolene?
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. Yeah, I mean, like, look, I dressed up as Jolene and I said, I'm here to take your man. Like, okay, I don't take myself seriously. So don't come at me with like, you're attacking people. I'm not. I don't take myself seriously. And like I said, my friend Dawson, from Nerdy in Many Ways, has said many times, like his deal is he would love to be to do something so silly sometime that we poke fun at it here at on 2 Cents on Nonsense. And this was pretty close.
That's pretty good. He's swatting at things.
You know, it has to do with lightsabers, I guess.
I like how his knees bounce up and down a little bit. Like,
exactly.
It's kind of like he's doing the potty dance a little bit. I gotta go.
Yeah. So, you know,
is he playing is he playing Beat Saber or Wii Music?
Beat Saber.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, Johnny, I'm about ready to go after some nonsense tonight. I hope you are too. I want to show you guys something because I'm noticing people, Johnny, are waking up to this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And they're doing some amazing things, man. And it makes me super excited to see that that people are just, they're not going to take it anymore. Like they want to point this stuff out. So I came across a couple of videos and I thought you guys might enjoy these. So before we jump into our main video, I just want to share these with you real quick.
New Brie Larson Star Wars character is going to be stronger than Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker combined.
In a world where Mike Zero is obsessed with Brie Larson and Kathy Kennedy, he feeds your confirmation bias and digital illiteracy with his sweet, sweet fake news. Seriously, everything on his channel is fake news. The guy is obsessed with Brie Larson and Kathy Kennedy. In the last year, he's made like 100 videos just on those two women. Kathy Kennedy's been fired like 27 times apparently. And Brie Larson's furious with Kathy Kennedy, and she loves Kathy Kennedy, and she's been fired and hired 17 times. And she's gonna be the strongest Jedi ever. Literally everything on his channel is a lie so that you'll click it, feed your confirmation bias, and he'll make money from ad revenue. He and the other losers from Toxic Star Wars YouTube are the reasons why you hate Kathy Kennedy and Brie Larson. So maybe you ought to reevaluate your life and these two women. The more y'all hate on them, the more I've learned about them, the more I'm a fan of both of them. For the love of the Force, do better, Star Wars fans.
That's fantastic.
I love it. And then here's one more.
Okay, back to my checklist. Let's see what the video for today is going to be about. Kathleen Kennedy, Jon Favreau, Gina Carano, George Lucas, Daisy Ridley, Hayden Christensen, Bradley Pascal, Brie Larson. Ooh, Jon Favreau. Okay, Jon Favreau is cancelled. Jon Favreau leak is huge. Jon Favreau is creating Ray Windu. Jon Favreau is creating Ray Windu. Yes, it's going to be amazing. Jon Favreau is creating Ray Windu. This is huge. This is legendary. This is insane. This is worrying. Yeah, this is worrying. This is not a lie. No. And this is Mike Zero. Don't forget to subscribe for future Star Wars content. Perfect. So, Jon Favreau is recreating Rey Windu. This is worrying. Wow, that's going to be amazing. We're going to have like 50 kid views. Oh my god.
That's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I should call Mike and see if he's seen these fan tributes that are taking over TikTok. But we'll save that for another time. Oh man. Oh, and look at that. Chin Finn with the super chat, the $4.99 super chat. Chin says, Indiana Jones and the Vault of the Lucas cut. I'm tired of toxic twunts. Well, you're not wrong. It's just there's just people get so upset. And I think, if you watched Grace Randolph's interview of Zack Snyder earlier, they made some great points. Years ago, when the online community was growing, especially around like comic book movies and pop culture, the gatekeeper for if something was cool or not was Ain't It Cool News.
Yes.
And if you couldn't impress the folks at Ain't It Cool News, then you were sunk. And they're done. Yeah, I mean they're not done, but their status as if it passes the cool test or not, it doesn't really matter anymore. And I think you're finding that now with the Fandom Menace. These guys are no longer really the gatekeepers that they thought they were.
Yep.
They're becoming more of a passe form of entertainment, a joke. It's really cool to see more and more people jumping on the nonsense train and just calling it out. Like she went through, that's exactly what we talked about. Like, does Mike Zero have a checklist? Does he go like, okay, like, okay, yeah, Brie Larson is this, and this. And that it was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. No, it is. It is. Hey, I do want to point out, Layla, I'm seeing your video, but I noticed that your video has a lot of music in it from the actual movie itself. And so, that being said, I would have to run it through, actually upload it first. So I appreciate you sending me the video thing, but I'd have to upload it first to YouTube to see if there's any content creation issues. And I've had to be very strict on it. Today, our strike is supposed to be lifted. We've had a strike on the channel since January for just playing something simple like this. And so in the background. So I love what you sent me, but I can't just play it live because I can't take a chance that because they're looking for that. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, we're now on the radar. We used to be able to play stuff and just go, and we didn't seem to get hit for stuff, but we don't want to take a chance because you only get three. You only get three, and we got one on the channel right now. It hasn't fallen off yet. It's supposed to fall off today sometime.
Yeah.
I don't know when the heck it's supposed to fall off. I mean, it's almost midnight, but okay.
The number one Richard's like, Johnny Pop has fired Enosh. This is huge. You didn't know there's a civil war going on here?
There's a civil war between me and this guy right here. I'm telling you right now, there's a civil war. Chin Finn with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Chin. Says Indiana Jones and the Vault of the Lucas cut. I'm tired of toxic twunts.
Yeah, whatever happened to that Lucas cut trade? Now they were talking. There's an Abrams cut. Mike Zero Mad Libs. Exactly, Sila.
Oh my gosh, there's so many cuts now. Everything is a cut. Everything is something,
Well, exactly. Snyder Cut has given birth to this ridiculousness that there's all these secret director's cuts that we've never seen. So
yeah, it's just crazy. But you know what? I'm here. I'm ready for a bonus. You ready for a bonus?
Oh yeah,
let's go. Shotgun this bonus over here. Come on. Heck yeah.
Bonus.
Firewater is absolutely right. It is good to see more people calling out this BS stuff and not just taking it anymore. So okay, so we are going exactly Firewater bonus time. It's bonus time. It is bonus time. I'm ready.
I don't have enough yachts. Give me a bonus.
I love it. Got that Hamada bonus check.
Bonus me, bro. Bonus me.
Yeah.
What is this? Indiana Jones and the Phoebe Waller-Bridge is awesome. It will probably be cast as an awesome villain, and you should watch her in Fleabag and on Amazon Prime before you prejudge her. And the Temple of Doom.
Yes, exactly.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Dude, I'm like I said, I was excited. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is good. She's
Heck
good,
yeah.
man.
Heck yeah.
I'm happy.
Well, there you go. And it, I don't care. I don't care what she thinks about things. I just don't care, man. I don't care about people's personal politics. I don't care.
No.
But it's that time, folks. Yes, once again, we're gonna watch an advertisement.
Why Disney fears Kathleen Kennedy.
Why the EU had to go. It's a Doomcock video, folks. So you know we're gonna have fun.
Oh, my friend. Glafelte's in the house. What up?
What's up, Glotfelty? Good to see you, man. What's good, man? What's good? All right. Here we go, folks. It is time once again to jump into crazy rumors and speculation, and with Doomcock. This time, why Disney fears Kathleen Kennedy and why the EU had to go. Stay angry, my friends.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Greetings, my friends. I want to thank you all for subscribing. I want to thank all of my channel members for supporting me in this endeavor to save pop culture.
Or like influence pop culture for evil.
Like,
and for my racist ways.
you think there's like meetings at like Lucasfilm or something where they're like, hey, you guys want to start this meeting off with a joke? Sure, here, watch this video. They're like wow.
They're like, wow.
Why is that guy wearing C-3PO's bedpan? Ooh, it's gross.
Ooh, I feel like that reminds me, I need to get an oil change.
Exactly,
Firewater. We're gonna save pop culture by wearing a drape.
I mean, did they forget how woke Lucas made, like especially Attack of the Clones? And I mean, I don't know, but
yeah, if he's saving pop culture, we're doomed. Like I said, it's not so much about saving pop culture as it is about influencing pop culture with his racist ways. So there you go. What's up, Cassandra? Good to see you.
Cassandra, welcome.
All right, Mr. Doomy, here we go.
If you are not subscribed, please consider supporting this channel. We need you. Thank you.
That's a really good close-up, actually, of the helmet. If you look, I mean, the mouth is off center; it's off to the right.
You can see he slipped with the scissors at that one part right there.
Yeah, well, running with Caesars might be able to help him out with that or something. But look at this. So like that ring around the top, it almost looks like, I don't know, what did he use to put that, like some like putty or something?
I don't know if it's like not maybe paper mache. I don't know.
Good Lord. You know what, guys? That thing has got to, like, you know how like you see something on screen and it looks like it's okay, but like if you see it on screen, it looks like 100 times better than it does in real life, right? So I just feel like those eye holes are like barely, staying on, there's some kind of, tinted something, but like they're just barely staying on. And I mean, that mouth is all out of whack. It just looks like that thing is probably about ready to fall apart. And it probably smells like a,
Do you think he wears that to like the bank? Like, I am wearing a mask. Let me make a withdrawal.
Yes. He needs a bonus to fix his helmet for sure.
Helmet
bonus to fix my helmet. Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Doomcock got a stimulus check. Why couldn't he put it into that helmet, man?
Probably fought getting that stimulus check though.
Doomcock sang out of tune.
That's every week.
Ooh.
We're grifting pop culture. I mean, saving pop culture.
Exactly.
His helmet is melting under those lights, man. I'm telling you. Jeez.
Exactly. His other get up on BitChute's pretty good.
Yeah, he actually put more time and thought into that one. I mean,
you put the money in.
That's what his buddies got to look at,
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Greetings, my friends. Last week I presented you the first part of...
He's still got that scrambled porn down there in the lower left-hand corner.
He's got the Spice Channel on there, all scrambled
like,
up.
Is it 8 o'clock? Now all of a sudden it's turned into the Playboy Network. I will not incriminate myself to say that. Well, my grandma used to watch the Christian channel all the time, and when we first got cable, dude, it's the stupidest thing ever. The Christian channel turned into Playboy channel at 8 p.m.
Yeah, because they couldn't afford programming in prime time.
Yeah,
we used to have that same problem. It'd be like, why isn't Bible Man on? It's scrambled now. Oh my.
Yeah, look, man. Yeah, I'm just saying it was just always funny because like we'd be listening to some preacher and like all of a sudden 8 o'clock would hit, and all of a sudden, because the picture might be scrambled. Be like, is that a boob? What is that? I don't know what that is. I think is that a boob or is that Doomcock's helmet? I can't quite tell. But it would be funny, man, because all of a sudden, like you would hear what was going on because for some reason they didn't feel that scrambling the sound was important, but it kind of is when you're talking about that kind of programming, Johnny.
Yeah, well, and my friend used to have this thing like it wasn't even somehow he could descramble that stuff and it wasn't even on purpose. Like we accidentally hooked up his Atari wrong one day and like it unscrambled that and HBO. So it was a really cool weekend, but like that's a story.
Well, you could figure it out. Like when you had the little push button thing on the top, like if you put it on there and then you like popped it off so that like none of the buttons were pushed down, it would like unscramble for 30 seconds. I do not believe that I just said that.
You're not wrong, Bondo.
Yeah.
This is what a feminist
Josh Whedon's like.
We need to have a picture of Doomcock wearing that Whedon shirt. This is what a feminist looks like. That would be the most ironic thing ever.
Dude, I don't know what kind of normal porn Doomcock watches. I guess like oil pan porn. I don't oil change porn. Like every Doomcock one is just like, hey there, coming for an oil change? Yeah, let's put her up on the hoist and see what you got going on there under the chassis.
Let me check that differential.
Oh my gosh, I learned a lot about my parents when I discovered that. Like, why do my parents keep disappearing in their room? I just thought my mom was really religious. She kept calling out to God.
What was that noise? The ironing board fell over. Go away.
Right? Like stop, leave now, go away. Right? Me too. Me too. Nothing like walking in on your parents.
It's just saying. Oh man.
C3PO punching women. I don't know what that is. I don't want to know what that is.
It probably exists. The world we live in is probably out there somewhere.
You know what? I used to listen to wrestling pay-per-views too when we didn't have the money to get that pay-per-view. I just listened to it. It was like listening to it on the radio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Why are my parents wrestling? And he goes to the top rope. Oh, we got a video to watch.
Hey-o.
There.
Oh, hey, Doomcock.
Doomcock, yeah. He's got a puppet to the left and a scramble porn to the right, and he's plotting revenge.
I have an interview with a Lucasfilm insider who approached my Hollywood agents with more information on the Lucasfilm Civil War, in particular, information on Kathleen Kennedy and the dysfunctional manner in which her group functions.
I wonder how that conversation went down. Be like, hey, are you one of Doomcock's agents?
Yeah, what do you need?
What do you got? I got some great information on the Civil War going on.
Really? Is it juicy?
You've heard of the Civil War, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody knows that Kennedy's fighting with Favreau.
Oh, it's not just Favreau.
No.
It's literally everybody.
Everyone? She's trying to. Okay.
Kathleen's coming here. Oh, they're casting Indiana Jones 5 down the hall. So they got a bunch of women in there right now.
Oh man, I knew it.
They've secretly replaced all of the men who were working on the show with Folgers crystals. And now they're just going to see Folgers crystals is the code word for women. And we're going to see if anyone notices.
That's great.
I feel like Jolene should now be a regular part of the show.
Well,
Yeah.
Jolene was good, man.
I feel like Jolene should definitely. Aw, Layla, that's so sweet.
Well, thank you,
That's
Layla.
so sweet. We're so glad to have you as one of our agents. We need our agents out there looking and watching. And yes, Doomcock, the agent of dooms. Mom and Dad were wrestling. I think Dad was winning. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Why are my parents playing video games so aggressively? Azure, this would be more productive.
I don't know what was going on in there, but my mom was telling my dad to punch the cat harder. Oh, okay. Whew. Woosah. There we go.
Yes, it does, Layla.
It exists.
You know what? I don't want to put that to the test when it comes to Doomcock because I don't want to put those words into a Google search.
No, I mean, but that's. I'll take your word for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
maybe,
possibly.
Brian's here. He's like, "What did I come into?"
That's what he said. Yeah, Jolly. I think we did. I definitely think we did. Maybe Johnny needs another week off.
Maybe not. I don't know. TW.
What kind of confessions are these? Those like HBO late night confessions shows?
Taxi cab confessions.
Taxi cab confessions with your host Doomcock. That's what I want to see. I want to see a picture of Doomcock looking back over the back seat of a taxi cab. It says Doomcock's taxi cab confessions.
Yes. Oh,
sweet Lord.
Wow.
Johnny needs a bonus.
bonus.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Back to the video, shall we?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, hey, there's Doomcock.
I promised you the second part of this extensive interview, and I am making good on that promise right now. In this video, my source will reveal the exact moment when the Lucasfilm Civil War began in earnest, the alleged reason that Kathleen Kennedy had to get rid of
and he's the only person that has this
insight
information
into why the High Republic sucks so badly. But at this point, I'd like to state,
isn't that kind of like a, I don't know. I mean, like, why it sucks so badly? Like really?
I mean, but that's it. Well, and then now he's going to be like, you're going to enter the rumor zone. Take it with salt. Like, you just told us your person spoke with somebody at Lucasfilm.
Yep.
But yet nobody goes on record. You're going to label it as rumor. You're going to say, take it with a big grain of salt. Come on. That's just more the grift, but whatever.
Well, and that's the thing. That's the thing. But, you know, John Murdoch has us covered here with the Agents of Doomcock series coming to Croc Plus, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, streaming nonsense only on Croc Plus, right there with Agents of Doomcock. I can't wait for this show, Johnny. I'll tell you what, it's the most anticipated show on Croc Plus right now, I think.
Oh, it's going to be part of the Croc CU.
The Croc CU. Oh, it's golden, folks. It's golden. I mean, it's Doomcock, so it's golden showers, but it's still golden. Sure.
I'm choking.
Well, that no. No. No.
Croc Plus, unscrambled for your pleasure.
Oh, jeez. You gotta subscribe. You gotta subscribe to Croc Plus. You can't just listen to it. All right.
No.
That the information you're about to hear is information that comes from a source claiming insider access at Lucasfilm and or Disney.
By insider access, I mean up my rectum.
I mean, inside my head.
Well, it's so far up my rectum, it's probably come out in my helmet.
But since I cannot independently verify this information personally,
Of course.
I must present all of this as mere rumor, and I ask you to please consider all of this as unverified rumor and to take it with a grain of salt. To begin with,
I don't think there's enough salt in the world. To be quite honest with you.
Every week he's asking us to take it with salt, and frankly, salt's not good for your diet in that big of a quantity. I mean,
No, it is not.
It's, it can mess you up pretty bad. But I mean, maybe he doesn't care about my cholesterol or anything. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Just why was my mom screaming that she needed a bonus last night? My dad said he would give WB-size bonus.
Because I want a bonus.
It's a bonus.
I want a stranger's bonus.
Mm-hmm. A stranger's bonus.
Oh,
stranger in the tub.
woo, woo, woo. Oh man, that's just
wow.
Doomcock. Look at what you've turned us into. Erroneous.
Would this show be on Croc Plus?
Maybe.
Possibly.
let's discuss how the bad blood started between Kathleen Kennedy and Jon Favreau.
Yeah, what's the skinny
When
blood?
asked about this, the source replied, quote, "Yes, I can tell you exactly when it started.
Oh.
I'm not sure of the name of the video, but do you recall the round table with John, Dave, Kathy, and others talking about George and all his great accomplishments? Well, that's pretty much where the battle lines were drawn, and I can even tell you exactly why they were drawn. The fact John interrupted Kathy really pissed her off."
I'm sure it did. But, you know, that's how all the great battles get started, Johnny. I mean, you know, Batman v Superman, you know, Kong versus Godzilla, you know, all of the good ones, man. That's how they get started, man, is somebody cuts somebody off or somebody makes a video about somebody or, you know, whatnot. Even Mike Zilla versus Doomcock, the ultimate clash of the Salt Titans, only on Croc Plus. And I love how he put the umbrella.
limited theater release so that we can get in there for awards week. And then, you know,
and I love it how Mike Zilla is looking at the camera. Like
he's like, "Do you love me yet, Daddy? Do you love me? I'm taking on Doomcock, Daddy. Do you love me?"
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that's so great. And well, yes, and Don, John, George, Paul, Ringo, Don. That's when the fight began. That's when it all went down, man.
Is that one of those, like, is that from the Masters series or something they did on there?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
There was no whatever.
That's when it happened, man. Like he cut her off, you know, in just fun banter, and you know that did it, man. That was enough. That was enough to put her over the edge. That was enough.
Yeah.
She's ticked off at Jon Favreau.
Oh, I bet.
Having spoken with several people who were personally in the room with Kennedy immediately after that video, The source can confirm, quote, Kathy had what one would call a breakdown. It's gotten worse, and it's at a boiling point currently. And to be honest, that's putting it mildly.
She had a breakdown. Yes, Garguts. Yes, that's how Macho Man and Hulk got started. He interrupted him. He's just like, oh, brother, what we're gonna do is, what you gonna do, brother? What? Excuse me, but I'm doing the promo here right now, Hogan. If you don't mind, if you just could step to the left, I would just like for the cream to rise to the top so that I could do my interview. Well, brother, you just do what you got to do. That's what I'm trying to do, Hogan. If you just step back and let me. Well, I'm telling you, dude. What? Dude, don't push me. Do not push me right now because the Macho Man Randy Savage does not like being interrupted by bald blonde guys.
No,
if that's not an oxymoron, I don't know what is. But I do know one thing: you are a moron, my friend. You're a moron. What you gonna shut it up, Hogan? And then the rest is history. Mega powers collided.
Boom.
History made. WrestleMania 5, baby. Goes straight there.
But again, they have to say, that she had a breakdown because they have to make her a hysterical woman, right?
Yeah, well, of course. Of course.
I mean,
so Doomcock sources are WWE pay-per-views.
Exactly. It's a good thing he didn't interrupt Goldberg, or else he'd be like,
oh, man.
He'd have broken ribs, man.
Oh, my gosh. It's so funny. It's so funny. Geek Studio is like, Team Doomcock. Pick your sides.
Who do you root for in that one?
Kathleen Zilla. That's who I root for in that.
Kathleen would be Mecha Godzilla.
Mecha Kathleen.
Mecha Kennedy.
Mecha Kennedy. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
I'll say it again. Insider access equals inside of the toilet bowl.
He's just reaching for anything. I mean, he claims to have a little bit of evidence this time. He's going to use this video to Brock.
Favreau! You interrupted me for the last time.
You think she ripped her shirt
Argh! If they were confirming, then why is it considered a rumor?
Hey, Firewater, you can't speak sense in here, okay? The mafia type meeting. It's like, The Sopranos.
Hey, Ash Eternal with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Ash.
Thank
says,
you.
In a galaxy far, far right.
Well, that's his BitChute channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? For that $1.99, 59, 79, 99, we'll go get a couple tacos.
I think I'm going to eat a taco. A taco. I think I'm going to eat this taco. This taco.
Heck yeah. Get a couple of those for that $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right. Tacos for two of us. So you get one, Johnny, and I get one.
Tacos. Yeah, baby.
Unquote. My friend.
My dad said something about eating tacos last night, but we didn't have tacos for dinner.
I have received at least 2 separate, highly personal accounts directly from people with firsthand knowledge of just how petty Kennedy can be.
Two
accounts.
She's got I don't know what the heck is going on there under her chin. What in the world? She looks more like a Frankenstein monster there instead of Palpatine. Jeez.
And it is unfortunately true that these reports are so particular, so specific. There's no way I can present them to you without doxing the individuals involved. I can tell you that based on these stories, I find it quite plausible that Kennedy would react with ire at being publicly interrupted, even though she is famous for interrupting others herself. At this point, my agent asked the source, why won't Disney step in and fix this? The source replied, quote,
it doesn't need to be fixed, and we're just messing with you, Doomcock, because you're an idiot and believe anything that we send you.
Because if we told you they could fix it, you wouldn't have anything to talk about on your channel. Yeah.
Yeah, you would think after a while, like if you had all these sources, like you would like, I don't know, verify the information at some point.
Well, yeah, and then he goes on to say that he knows for a fact that this source is so good that it's absolutely true, basically. Like, okay, but you're telling us that you can't verify it and to take it with a grain of salt. Whatever. Yeah.
Brian says, I really want a taco now. She needs lotion. It's a medical condition called calf neck.
Oh, man.
Anchorman bringing the tacos for everyone.
Whoa.
Jeff says, I had tacos today.
Oh, Jeff.
Glafelty filling up the tacos. Better watch it.
Oh, I like Jordan's idea. We need to prank call Doomcock for a video.
Oh, that'd be great. If I could only get a phone number. Oh my gosh.
I have somebody's. Well, never mind. We're just
Bar, let it go. Bar, let it go. Bar, let it go.
One of these days we will.
What is the source? A crackhead on the street?
So, man, if I give you some more Star Wars Lucasfilm rumors, will you give me some salt? You know what I'm saying?
So what do you give me, Doomcock, if I give you some rumors?
Just liking to tease everybody a little bit, just tickling it a little bit.
That's the best Dawson drop ever. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Where do I start? They can't afford to piss John off. He would leave, and I know for a fact AT&T is after him big time. I've heard numbers that I can't talk about, but trust me, John has chosen this battle because he could walk away and be making more money and get anything he wants, including Gina back.
He doesn't want Gina back.
I don't know. Trade the show that you've gotten off the ground and like plot it out and like are super excited about to go to AT&T for what? To start all over again?
Yeah, to start from the ground up. I mean, no way. Warner already has a bunch of money tied up in Abrams. They don't want to bring Favreau over there. Well, you're not wrong.
He uses it like a magic 8-ball is what it is. It just kind of, flushes the toilet. Like he jiggles the handle and the water wiggles around. And when it comes up, whatever side it comes up, he's like, oh yes. There it is.
Don't you remember Picture Pages with Bill Cosby?
Picture pages.
Yeah,
Time to do your picture pages. Time to grab your pens and your pencils.
Doomcock grabs one of those and uses that for his picture pages.
We love you too, Captain James.
Thanks,
Biggin.
Captain.
Thank you. He says, I just ate tacos. Firewater giving the evil eye. Oh my gosh.
Hey, H Barts.
Hey, what's up, H Barts? H Barts in the
hello.
house. Says Doom is secretly Hans.
Wow.
I don't think so. Let me fill in Johnny on who Hans is. So we've got Jat Marbo,
Yes.
who is Matt Jarbo, his evil twin, and so mine is Hans, which is the letters in my name all scrambled together.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Look, we all want Gina back, but you know what? John ain't leaving to get Gina back. For what? Like, what does he get? How is he getting Gina back?
Well,
if
yeah.
Well, it doesn't make any sense. How is he getting Gina back if it's not even on the same show?
Well, he and Filoni, trust me, they wouldn't have not renewed her contract without talking to them first. They probably, and they might not have had much control over it, but they probably said, look, this is a bad look for us right now. We can talk to her some other time. And they probably said, okay. I mean, they can't. It's not like they didn't know it was gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like, pardon me, but yeah, like he's sitting there secretly waging this war so that he can bring back one actor.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Just one.
Yeah.
You know, and on a totally different show than what it normally was, right? So
2 cents in Hans cents.
When I'm peeing in a toilet, I don't pee directly into the water. I pee on the curved part of the bowl beside the water because I figure it splashes less. But when you're peeing that close to the edge, the sporadic tiny offshoots of pee become a greater threat. I'm not sure if the accumulation of these offshoots is greater than the potential splashback from peeing mid-bowl. It's possible that I'm thinking about this too much, but it's also possible that I'm not thinking about this enough. It's possible.
Gina, come back.
Ooh.
You can blame it on Kennedy. She was wrong. And my parents are wrestling in the other room.
Ooh. It's true.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny.
I can hear him through the floor. No.
I don't know, Azur. I have no idea how we even got on that, but
because it all started with the scrambled screen. It's like
yes, okay.
It just happens, you know. It just
that's what they say. That's what they say.
Doomcock definitely misses the toilet. He's missing something.
Yeah, for sure he is. Oh, whoops! I accidentally clicked on it. Okay, here we go.
I'm not saying this to build him up. I personally...
I'm not saying I love the man, but I mean, if I did love men, you know.
He would be the type of man that I would love. He would be the type of man that I would hold close at night and dream about. And
if I wanted warm man kisses, you know.
Whisper sweet nothings into his ear and have that Favrovian goatee there, you know, nuzzle up against my ear. And
no, friends, if I was woke, I'd tell you how much I loved him, but I'm not.
I'm not, but because that's not what Doomcock's all about. No.
Seen what AT&T has offered him. It's a lot more than Disney. And then there's Kathy. Have you been told about her as far as her knowledge of an island owned by someone that didn't kill himself?
Need a freelancer?
Wait, what?
It's comparing her to Epstein?
Really? I don't think that's the same there.
At this point, the source went off the record, so I cannot report what they said. But the implication here was that...
Oh, he's got integrity now. Okay.
Yeah, now all of a sudden he can't report it because... Yeah, I'm not going to tell you who the source is or what part they work in or anything like that, but, you know, I can't...
What? He's got all this integrity now.
Yeah. Suddenly he's got to protect his source. You're giving us an anonymous source. You can tell us what they said. Give me a break.
Bondo, I'm in high school. My parents are wrestling in the other room. It's like romper room. I see Enosh, I see Johnny Pop, and I see Doomcock.
Doomcock? Yeah.
Scrambled. Uh-oh.
Oh.
That's a party. No, I don't want you to see us all scrambled.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Matt says we're getting dangerously close to libel and defamation. What?
Oh, are we? Okay.
How? What?
Is that so? Okay. Well.
And now I'll make the point better. This joint's clever. In the lounge with Poindexter. So Poindexter Lounge, you know that we can get it in. And now I'm headed up like I'm Led Zeppelin.
Love it. Yeah, how can you... Yeah, how can he say all this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Kathleen Kennedy has a lot of dirt on a lot of people in Hollywood, which may explain in part why Disney is handling her with kid gloves and is reluctant to simply go in and clean house at Lucasfilm, despite the damage she has done to the Star Wars brand. At this point, my agent asked the source, so big question.
I'm trying out a new name. What do you think of Doom Park? trying to make it a little more kid friendly. Doomcock.
It just. But that's the thing. Yeah, I figured, Matt. So here's the thing, but Matt's right, and we've talked about this before. Like the stuff he says about Kathleen Kennedy, the stuff Mike Zero says about Kathleen Kennedy, the stuff they said. What was the video we did a few weeks ago? The last Mike Zero video we did. He said some stuff about folks that was just absolutely ridiculous.
Yep.
And it's just, you're saying those things. If you said those in a court of law under oath, you'd be held in contempt of court because you're lying. I mean,
because you have nothing to back it up with. So
I mean, that's the thing.
I feel like I should take a snapshot of this screen right here and do like phone calls between the two of these guys.
That'd be great. Oh, hey, yeah.
Hi, Mickey. How are you?
Yeah, I've got some information about Kathy.
Well, I'm all ears. I mean, I don't have any ears, but I'm all ears listening.
She so she went to go get my my coffee, and she came back, and she told me how much that she hates Luke Skywalker.
Oh, is that so? Tell
yeah.
me more about how she hates Luke Skywalker.
Oh, she totally does. She I then told her to stop talking, and she got really, really upset, and threw a hissy fit because of I interrupted her.
I hear that you should never cut off Kathleen Kennedy, or she gets really pissed off.
Oh boy, no, you shouldn't. No way, never. And then she told me that she's got it in for Favreau and Filoni. Ooh.
Well, Favreau, I have it on good occasion that Favreau wants to go to AT&T, Mickey.
We can't let that happen. We gotta get woke Kathleen out of there first. Ooh,
But how are you going to do that? She's got an ironclad contract.
You don't know anything.
Actual audio, folks.
That's a real phone call there.
That's a real phone call. We have got to actually write something with do your Donald voice.
Uncle
Donald.
Just like this. Oh,
this
man.
is like a Crank Yankers bit.
It is, but it's like that would be perfect.
Mm.
Oh man, it's just funny though how now he suddenly has journalistic integrity. Though.
Right. Doomcock is frightening in the dark. All the rumors are running wild. Someone left his helmet out in the rain. Now it's all filled with water. I hope he doesn't have daughters, because he doesn't like any of those women. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Jeez. Okay.
Oh man.
Is she gone? The source responded, quote,
No, she's not gone yet. And we can't get rid of her. She just won't leave. I even tried threatening her, but she just laughed at me like I didn't even exist, because Kathleen thinks that she runs everything, thinks that she's the president of everything. I mean, even the Bobs can't stop her. I've tried everything in my power, but Minnie's on her side. So I just keep getting kicked in the groin, which is crazy for me because I'm flat down there. But it's just kind of crazy.
well, I do know her contract has not been extended yet.
That's right. My contract has not been extended yet, but it will be. Oh, yes, it will be.
Welcome to the Millennium Falcon, where I run Lucasfilm into the ground from where it began. Whatever. He's so Pete.
Thank you.
Well, thanks. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Wow.
Welcome to my chambers. You are all welcome here as long as you're woke and female. If you're male, we must decapitate the head off. Well, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, gosh, who is this evil sounding lady? Who let her in here?
Yes. Are you woke, Goofy?
Well, I always thought I was.
Excellent. Now you're a woman. Because the Force is female, Goof Troop is female.
I feel like singing a song. Come on, ladies, let's go. Oh, I feel like a woman.
Perfect.
Give the action, feel the attraction.
Yes.
Captain Kennedy and Doomcock. Whoa, really go wild now and do the things I feel.
Let the woke flow through you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just, Goofy
Twain.
Goofy Twain. That's just,
that sounds like somebody like with a lisp. That's a Goofy Twain.
Man, that's that. Where's Joey? Oh, you mean that dude with the Goofy Twain? Oh, man. He's not here. He's over at Don's house.
Too much crock.
Yeah, exactly. We had too much salt today. He's Doomcock.
Are we on drugs right now? It's the closest thing, too, without actually.
We are.
There you go.
Will they let her sunset? I honestly can't answer that, but I can't see them giving her anything. They know she's the problem. If she's still there after November, she won't leave till she's ready, and Disney will watch her burn the most well-known franchise to the ground in hopes of good press.
Really?
Really? I mean, why?
See, this is what Doomcock and the Fandom Menace fails to realize. These are businesses.
Well, yeah, and they're in business, so they like money. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, there's
Johnny. Speaking of money,
I'm confused.
Speaking of money, we want to remind everybody to make sure that you are subscribed to Croc Plus, the hottest new streaming service out there, ladies and gentlemen. Croc Plus, with of course the Doomcock and Zero show coming up here pretty soon. 2 cops with plenty of nonsense and even more salt.
Oh yeah,
all episodes now streaming only on Croc Plus.
Season 2 is in pre-production.
Even though it's already done, and they're talking about season 3, but
whatever.
Whatever. It's whatever we want it to be, really, at this point.
Right? Well, it's kind of like we work the same way Doomcock and Mike Zero do. We just kind of,
if you just make it up on the fly, nobody notices. You just do what you do. When you do like you do, you make them want to shoop. Shoopy doop. Speaking of shooping and people wanting to shoop, hey, don't forget Indiana Enash Fee and the salt mines of nonsense. That's right. You thought, you thought what's her name was going to take over? Oh no, it's me. It's me. Yes, I take over for Harrison Ford and take over the salt mines of nonsense. After
the Fat Man.
Yeah, instead of a big boulder, it's just Kathleen Kennedy just like rolling head over head right at me. She's just rolling head over head right at me. And
because you got the goods.
I do. I got the goods to back it up.
It's been noted.
It's been noted. So there you go. I'm just going to keep noticing it and noting it as well.
Oh man. Gosh.
So if she's not gone by November, she won't be gone yet, and she'll never leave.
Well, that's the thing. Then it's a lifetime contract, my friends. You know what this means.
It sounds like a wrestling stipulation at this point, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if she's not gone by November, she doesn't have to leave. She can just stay as long as she wants. What?
This will. My source tells me.
Oh, Kathleen Kennedy and John Favreau are going to be wrestling in the other room at my parents' house.
Yeah. This will be solved by a ladder match. Kennedy v. Favreau. And if that doesn't finish it off, it'll be Favreau and Filoni in a tag team match against Kennedy and Larson.
Like it's a massive thing, and
Yeah.
so I want to see his thing.
I love Anthony, but that drop is so good. I don't want to see anybody's, so I mean,
Enosh, your film gets 4 salt shakers out of 5.
On a scale of 1 to salt, this is the saltiest.
We bring the salt. All right, here we go.
Unquote. At this point in the interview,
Unquote.
the discussion shifted over to the High Republic.
No,
and our source dropped a bomb on us when they asked, quote, "Do you guys know why Kathleen Kennedy got rid of the EU?" Unquote.
She didn't get rid of it.
Replied, "We assumed to take the parts that worked and change it just enough to not have to pay royalties."
No.
Is that why? Is
No.
that why?
So they could make more money.
So they could make more stories because they didn't want to be locked into what was in the EU. And here's the thing. Hey, guess what? Come here real close. The EU was never canon to begin with. Get over it. There was not a locked canon. Lucas actually said himself that it was not canon. He allowed those stories to be told within the universe that he created, knowing full well and stating full well that if he ever decided to do an episode 7, it was not going to have anything to do with anything that took place in the EU. So shut up with this. Stop with this narrative that they took away the precious EU. Listen, I love the EU. I'm sitting right here like, look, I got EU books like right here that I'm going to be giving away here pretty soon. But shut up with this junk about how they took your precious EU. It's still there. Yes, I would have loved for Mara Jade to stay. I would have loved for those things. And I'm super excited the fact that they actually have brought in some of the EU stuff into canon here. But they had to do something so that they could tell stories going forward without being locked. Because I'm sorry, but the EU literally had the same 5 people saving the entire universe and galaxy in the Star Wars universe like 20 times before any of them hit 40. So shut up with this, for God's sake. They were just stories.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of this crap. Like, oh, they took our precious EU. They took our EU. Why did they take the EU? Well, let's tell them why. Because we just figured it was because they didn't want to have to pay royalties for that stuff. Then why have they used Thrawn? Why have they used all kinds of exactly.
Technically, Clone Wars and, that was all considered EU until they decided it was a part of the canon. I mean, like Disney wants to be able to make more money. They want to have more control. They don't want to. And plus the treatments that Lucas wrote for 7, 8, 9 that Disney did not use, those treatments, guess what? They didn't follow the Thrawn trilogy.
Nope.
The Thrawn trilogy was really the only 7, 8, 9 we had for years. So, I mean, the EU built upon canon there, but even then they contradicted themselves a little bit. And then the existing EU, if we want to keep talking about it, didn't really follow, George didn't really follow that when he started the prequels either.
Yeah, Chewbacca got killed by a freaking moon. There you go. There you go. Speaking of which, first of all, Chin Fin here with the $4.99.
Hey.
Thank you, Chin Fin. Says saying someone you don't like is somehow connected to Epstein and Clinton is despicable. Doomcock is a terrible person.
Well,
yes.
That's the thing, Chin. I mean, and that's what Jarbo was getting at there. I mean, there's, he could get sued for stuff like this. Like if somebody actually got annoyed enough, they could hire a lawyer. So if Kathleen Kennedy, Lucasfilm gets annoyed with this enough, they could hire a lawyer and sue, and, they can afford to tie somebody up in court if they get ticked off enough. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Okay, so this is just dumb, right? Because yeah, I know they're still butthurt over Legends. I don't understand. Like, I love Legends. I love the EU for sure. But
and if you love it, that's great. If you love it, enjoy it. I'm reading the Thrawn trilogy again myself. Like, it's good. But it doesn't.
But you do suck. You're absolutely right. They killed it, and so this is for that last super chat. Thank you so much. But you do suck. You nailed it. Chewbacca got killed by a moon. Good thing that we don't see too many moons around anymore.
Why don't people moon each other anymore? People used to moon each other all the time, and there was nothing sexual about it. Possibly not sexual because I was 9 at the time, but the adults were doing it too. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Cassandra's like, they took our precious European Union.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait a minute. Azur with the $5 super chat says, if you ever read The Legacy of the Force, then you should have been jumping for joy when they announced they were pushing the EU out of continuity.
Yeah.
Look, I'm telling you, at the end there of the EU, it was horrible. Those first few books were legendary and just amazing. But man, as it got towards the end, it got so played out, just like anything. It just got so played out. Look, Brian Master Nunn could probably tell you, if you ever read any of the Star Trek books, there were some Star Trek books that were really great, but good Lord,
yeah.
there were just Star Trek books that were just like, what the heck are we even doing here? You know, like this is insane. This is just, it was so bad. He didn't go into the veil of the Force is the problem. Chewbacca got killed by a moon because he didn't master time travel and refused to wear masks.
Oh, that's funny.
But I did want to hit on something TW said here. So TW, you know what? Okay, so here's the problem with this. Oh wait, hold on, it wasn't this one. Hold on a second. Where's TW's other comment? Because TW had a comment about this, and I just wanted to wait a second. Where'd it go?
Well, that Clone Wars, but then I'm thinking too, like there was a Clone Wars, animated series that was produced on Cartoon Network. Too.
Yeah, here it is. So he says one of the major problems is the public face of the EU is canon, but the private side said it wasn't. So here's the thing. Actually, nothing ever said it was canon. You know who said it was canon? Fans. They looked at it as canon because there were no other stories coming out. There was nothing ever that said this is the official what happened to our characters after the movies. And George, even far back as the 90s, when questioned, like literally when these books first started coming out.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying here, but this isn't quite spot on because it was always stated that these were not canon. That these were not that they were stories. They were stories to be out there that you could read. I mean, like that's like reading any book about something that you like and saying, well, this actually happened. There was nothing that actually said stuff was canon. You know what I mean? It'd be like reading, like a coloring book story and saying, well, it's written, it's, but now they've said, because that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to establish an actual canon. That's why all the comic books are actually canon now. All those comic books that came out beforehand, none of the stuff that happened in the old Marvel books, and there were some awesome stories back then.
Dude, I've got so many comics over on the shelf over here, old Star Wars comics that have Luke and Leia in a romance and everything like that. I mean, you want to tell me that you're upset that that's not canon now? Because that's just weird. I mean, it's a point. It's a way for people to complain.
It is. It really is. So, but I would just say, like, they never said that any of that stuff was canon back then. It was just that people assumed it and have run with it. Because I challenge anyone, I challenge you, find me anything that says it was canon. Because it wasn't. George himself said it wasn't canon. Now that's what they wanted to do, was an established canon for everything. That's why they have told the complete story now of what happened between Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back. And now they're telling that complete story of comics through the comics of what happened between Empire and Return of the Jedi. They're filling in all these stories. That's why they're not going to get rid of the sequel trilogy, because that's what they're doing. They're filling in the story between episodes 6 and 7 with actual live action stuff. Like, you know, I mean, it's just crazy. H Bars with a $5 super chat. What's up? H Bars with a $5 super chat says Matt Jarbo retired from movie news. Sad, but only for a day.
I love Jarbo.
You're so right. You're so right. You're so right. But you know why? It's because Matt can't stay away from the movie news. Just like aliens can't stay away from attacking people.
3 minutes to minimum safe distance.
Stop. Not so fast, y'all. You think you can just up and run away? You crazy. I like to eat people from other planets, especially y'all.
I like to eat you with my little mouth, too.
Oh, now y'all get back up inside me, little mouth.
I wants to play, too.
Get back inside. I'll get you when we's eating them.
Zoop.
Love it. Oh, Brian, whoa. It's been 7 years.
PLW is in the works right now. PLW is in the works. PLW will be returning. It smells like 7 layers. Oh my gosh.
Wowza.
Wow is right. Wow is right for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's get back to this video. This Doomcock.
Oh, Doomcock.
So serious looking.
The source nodded and replied, quote,
he nodded and
I'd have to say that's not a bad guess, but
that's how you know this is fiction. Because he's like reading it like he just wrote it even. Like it's pretty obvious. It's like, and then the source nodded. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Absolutely, yes. The source nodded. The source nodded, man. Did you know that the source nodded?
The source nodded?
The snore snotted? What?
Ew. Snotty snore?
Maybe.
The source nodded, looked at me, and said, I love you. But let's get back to the subject at hand. Kennedy. It's like, what? He's just, it sounds like fan fiction.
Completely wrong. The reason Kathy had to get rid of the EU, and I stress had to, was to clear the way for the High Republic and to make matters worse, to straight up plagiarize the EU. The fact that Disney wouldn't have to pay royalties was icing on the cake, unquote. In regard to the High Republic, our source asked, have any of you read that monstrosity? We, of course, replied no, because we have taste.
I love how he's trying to be, sarcastic by saying, well, of course we didn't read it because we have taste. Well, see, here's the problem with that. And I know that Mecha Random has a problem with this, and Matt Jarbo can attest to this because she did, I don't know, this kind of famous now review of Black Panther without actually watching it. These people think that they can speak on stuff that they have not watched, read, or
he called her out on that, and he should have, and because it was ridiculous.
Star Wars Episode 10, the source nodded.
And this is the thing too, like Doomcock, he can complain about Doctor Who and Star Trek and the Star Wars films all he wants, right? And like the thing is, like, he's actually watched them. Okay, but then he keeps ripping on the High Republic, but he hasn't even read any of the material. So, and if he's such a Star Wars fan, why isn't he like? Why aren't these guys all upset about Dr. Aphra and any of that stuff? Right? I mean, they seem to hate anything that.
I guarantee you, if you said Dr. Aphra to them, they would go, "Who?"
That's canon.
Who? They don't know.
Yeah, well, because. Whatever. I mean, it's
they just simply don't know, dude. They talk about stuff literally like without knowing anything. That's why I've got the video of Jeremy going on, from Geeks and Gamers going on about, I'm not well versed in the EU. I'm not well versed in the EU, but there is no way that I'm going to believe that they were able to clone Palpatine. Well, pick up a freaking comic, dude, because they did it in the 90s. It was called Dark Empire 1 and 2.
Yeah, and then the thing is too, like Azure said right there, like they're still publishing those books. Like, there are brand new print runs of the Thrawn trilogy out there, and like Dark Empire has been reprinted and all this other stuff. Like,
but you see, Johnny, what we're about ready to find out is the biggest thing, because you know what? Here's what they're doing. They're stealing from that source material. Here you go.
Oh.
So the source continued, quote, well, let me tell you, I have.
Well, let me tell you, I have.
Hi. Yeah, I read the High Republic to Minnie the other night. Woo.
You read the High Republic, you say?
Oh, yeah. We were high. We were in the bathtub. Yeah.
We would never read the High Republic because we get high on our own stash.
It was well, it was an intimate evening. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you. That was some pretty good stuff. That Legends material.
It was all stolen. And she stole it, and then it was all woke. We didn't like it.
Yes, it's not easy being green.
Never.
And besides the fact that it's completely the worst thing I've ever read, if anyone that had read the EU took the time to really read it, they would see it straight up comes from a mix of Heir to the Empire and the Dark Empire. There are a few others in there for good measure, but those two were the inspiration, if you can call it that, for the High Republic.
Where to start?
Disney owns all those ideas and characters now anyways, so even if they borrowed some of it. But then again, he hasn't read it, so why is he saying that?
Here is the problem with that statement. He is saying that they've used Johnny, the Heir to the Empire story, and Dark Empire for the High Republic.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, Phoenix. I know. Yeah, see, you guys are picking up on it. So where are the clones?
Yeah.
I don't. Here's another good story. Where's Thrawn? Where's Luke? Where's Han? Where's Leia? How about the fact that all that stuff takes place, I don't know, after Return of the Jedi, years after, and has to do with a cloned Jedi Master who controls everything for the Empire. And how is any of that set 300 years before the Phantom Menace?
It doesn't. I mean, it's just
literally Dark Empire was all about the Emperor cloning himself and trying to take over the galaxy by coming back again and seducing Luke to the dark side, who had to go to the dark side.
It's
dude. I know TW is like, he has clearly never paid attention to even the High Republic marketing beyond Geo. That's things like they're so pissed off that there's a rock. Like, Star Wars did it long before, right? Like Star Trek did it long before Star Wars did. So like, why are they so worried? Hey, thanks, Geeks. Appreciate you, man. Geeks. Thank you for moderating the stream. I really, really appreciate it.
I mean, but the thing is too, like, there's, in Star Trek, the Guardian of Forever is like this living stone time machine arch, right? It's like, come on, like, stop. Just, you heard one thing and you took off with that, and that's it. You haven't read the material. You can't really complain about it.
Okay, here's the thing though. People are paid for their work. Okay. So I would want to know what they figure they're not being paid for, because it all is about their contracts. Okay. Whatever contracts they signed are the contracts that they signed. Like, it's, again, just like our friend Robert Meyer Burnett says, it's not show friends, it's show business. Okay. If they were paid for their work that they did, that's what they're paid for. If they don't have a royalty deal, then they don't have a royalty deal. If they had a royalty deal with Lucasfilm before the purchase from Disney, but they don't have one now, it's not show friends, it's show business. Your deals do not go. You can sign things into perpetuity where, like, going forward, this happens here. But if they did not negotiate deals that go into perpetuity, like for like the transfer of these contracts to other companies, why are they mad at somebody?
It's
and it's amazing. It's amazing to me because Timothy Zahn keeps writing books for Lucasfilm.
Well, and I mean,
he must be so pissed off that he's like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and write new canon for you. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach them all a lesson. They're screwing me over. Look at how they took everything away from me with Thrawn and everything. I'm going to write 5 more Thrawn books for them. Really? Really? Because that's what people do, huh?
Yeah. I mean, and
I'm not yelling at you. I want to make very clear. I'm not yelling at anybody for making that last
neon sci-fi.
Neon sci-fi. I'm not yelling at neon sci-fi. I'm just saying, like seriously, like, people who are that ticked off and are like so mad, and like there's water under the bridge, and there's or I mean, like, whatever, there's all these problems. They don't write 5 new books for a company that screwed them over. They might not be happy with the deal that they've got, but they're happy to be working on new books and new canon. And everything that they're working on now, everything that Timothy Zahn does now is actual rock hard canon.
Yeah.
It's so rock hard, that they had to take Dumagra.
You got to keep that anger hard.
Yes. If Luke Skywalker doesn't show up in High Republic, I'm going to be mad. Me too. Luke Skywalker needs to show up. I actually like Luke Skywalker. Yes. Everyone knows the new Thrawn trilogy is just a metaphor for how Zahn is being screwed over by Disney. You got to be uber smart to get the symbolism.
He's part of the Civil War.
Somebody call 911. I think I'm ODing. Too much nonsense.
It is.
Yep. I hate Disney. Here's 5 new books.
Let me cash that check.
Oh, and you're right, Silent. I did read somebody. I can't remember all the details of this, but you're absolutely right, Scotty. I know that there was something, but that wasn't even. I don't even think that was one of the. Wasn't that something for like way back? That was not even. It wasn't even like the EU, if I remember right. It was like something back further than that, like way back in the 80s, I think. I think
there was like a lawsuit over something, and then Scotty says it was an error. So it was like, there was like they ended up settling something there.
It was just an error when Disney bought the rights, then continued to print the books, some legal stuff, but not a conspiracy, just messy contract. Exactly. So I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. H Bars with the $2 super chat says, put a little salt on that shaker dancing. Oh, I know what he wants.
Oh yeah.
Oh baby. I know what H Barts is wanting. H Barts needs it. Needs some shaking salt. Ooh yeah. Oh, get it. Oh, put some salt on that Kathleen Kennedy. Oh yeah, shake it up. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, feel the saltiness. Oh, so good. We'd have to do it again. Oh yeah. Oh, not enough salt. Never enough salt. Never enough salt. Never enough salt. We always need
Can't get enough
more.
salt.
Oh heck yeah.
Okay. Wow, nice job. Bravo. That's amazing. Do it again.
Yeah. Heck yeah, we do. We just keep on doing it.
Keep on trucking.
Yeah. All the hypertension in the house. All the hypertension in the house go, hey-oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. It was Splinters of the Mind Eye. That's right. Regarding the Alan Dean Foster, which is considered a sequel to A New Hope. Yeah, but it's not canon. It was never, I mean, like, it was all that we got back then, but that was the 80s, man. Like, in there, like, Luke and Leia have like a romantic thing going on. Like, you know, I mean, there was like a whole other thing in that whole thing, you know, but yeah. But, you know, like you said, they got it worked out, you know. I don't know. It's so 3 cents on nonsense. Yeah, you know, it's so crazy. Like, but it's getting resolved, and they're fixing it. Even TW here, you know, says that, you know, like, yeah, they're working on it, they're fixing it. You know, so all this nonsense about how, you know, Disney's trying to screw everybody over and everything. Get rid of your precious EU. Screw that.
When I read the first draft of that book, it was when I started to question things. This was a few years ago, mind you, before John got involved, unquote.
A few years ago.
At this point, the source went into what had made them want to speak out about all of this. And so I'm deleting everything this person said in order to protect their identity.
And cover my tracks.
Yeah.
I'm deleting. They sent all this to me, but I'm deleting it. Don't worry. Silent Scotty can find it.
Yeah, Silent will find it there.
Come on, Scotty. Oh my gosh, dude.
But I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna delete all that so you don't see it.
I got all this evidence, but I'm not gonna keep it. Nope. Nope. Got all this evidence.
No.
Got all this evidence that's very incriminating against everyone, but I'm not gonna show that to anybody.
No, never ever.
That's not what we do. We don't send it to anybody. Don't show it to nobody. No.
We gotta hide it.
Keep that stuff hidden. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, you know, Crockett Johnson is putting out some great stuff on Croc Plus. And I just got to say, you know, not only is it just great shows about Star Wars and other things, Johnny, but I mean, like some of our good friends here in the chat are actually new stars of the show. Layla is starring in her own Croc of Johnson.
I love it.
Croc Plus streaming movie. Layla Morrison versus the Fandom Menace.
I love it.
She's taking on all 4 of them, only on Croc Plus. Fighting crime one day at a time. You got some great promotional artwork for it too. I mean, look at that. You know, I don't know about this one. This one kind of creeps me out because it almost looks like he's kind of licking his lips, like looking at Layla. So we need to get Jeremy as far away from Layla as possible.
He's like, come at me.
It's going to be like a Joss Whedon situation here in a second, where like they don't allow Jeremy on the set with Layla.
Yeah, it's like always a stunt double when she's in the shot.
I'm just saying, yeah, no.
Oh man,
man, it's so stupid. Like seriously, like this stuff.
I'm just trying not to laugh.
I'll never tell.
Oh man,
not gonna tell. I got all this information, but not gonna show it. Never gonna show it. Never gonna show it. Never.
That's Doomcock's real voice, by the way.
Well,
never gonna show it. 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 Ooh, 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 ooh. Never gonna show it.
Ooh.
Doomcock Tunes. A new show to manipulate your kids, only on Croc Plus.
Look at all that salt.
Too much. Too much salt. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see here. Oops. This video is almost done. All right.
Oh, that's funny.
But I'll skip ahead in the conversation to give you a powerful reason why this source felt compelled to act.
Oh, please do.
Yes.
It started with The Force Awakens.
Okay.
Many people involved with the movie had someone they wanted added, a Sith by the name of Talon.
Oh, God.
Those pushing for this didn't really care if she was named Talon, so long as she looked the part. Her fans would know regardless.
Sure.
I myself love this character, but long story short, she didn't get added. People were hurt and somewhat pissed at that time. We couldn't understand why they would not want to add a strong, self-made, through her own ambition female, and the fact that her race is almost always enslaved and females are made to pleasure men. Of course, now I know why, and if I'm honest, I knew then. I just didn't want to admit it at the time, unquote. The source paused, and when prompted and asked why, the source ruefully replied, they had to get rid of Darth Talon, quote, because they were never going to let Rey, Kathy's self-inserted proxy, be upstaged by anyone, unquote.
What?
I've heard this many times before.
What are you doing on your phone?
I'm sorry, I left a
Oh,
gentleman
thank God.
alone in my
We
apartment. so I'm
were
tracking
saved. We were
him to make
saved
sure
by a
he-
commercial. Oh my gosh.
We had to eliminate this
Ray.
character.
Oh,
Oh,
no. Oh,
no,
no.
dude.
Had to be the bestest ever.
I think somebody should like kick him in the balls every time he says that.
He hasn't done that in a while. That's just. Gosh. I just want George Lucas. I just wish Lucas would come out and say, I love these movies. I love every part of them. I love the characters. This is what I want to be remembered for forever, for the rest of my life. And then you'd have videos coming out about how Lucas was forced to say that at gunpoint or something like that, right? I mean, well, Jenner, you're not wrong.
TWBK is like, everyone forgets she's from 135 ABY.
Oh, I just don't. Oh, come on. This is just absolutely ridiculous.
But through the veil of the Force, she can show up anywhere in time.
It's not how this works, but whatever. I mean,
because Rey
is
not simply a fictional character. It's a character that represents how Kathleen Kennedy sees herself.
Oh, whatever.
Never to be.
Wow. This is borderline libel.
Mm-hmm. This is how she sees herself. Never to be
humbled, never to be beaten, never to be wrong, never to be second best, never to fall from grace. In short, all the reasons why Rey is such a boring character is because the character had to be perfect, just as Kathleen Kennedy sees herself as being perfect.
She didn't write the movie.
Guys, listen. I implore you. I really beg you, okay? And I've said this over and over again, guys. Please see what they're trying to do to you. If you listen to these people, if you listen to them, if you like them, especially if you support them, for God's sake, please wake up and understand what they're trying to do to you. They have made it so that you actually do not look, just like in that little video that we watched earlier, right? Like they're making you try to think of Kathleen Kennedy as a cartoon character, as an evil villain of a movie or something, like she's Dr. Evil or like she's Darth Vader or the Emperor, right? That's why they keep making all these little memes and stuff and putting her in there. And then they say these outlandish things about her that, like, literally even the worst people, don't act like this. They're people, like literally they've got her just being like the absolute worst person in the world. Do you think if she was really that way that George Lucas wouldn't have known that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you really think that like Steven Spielberg and George Lucas wouldn't have known that she was this horrible person? No, she kept it all so secret from everybody until finally she had the opportunity to take over Lucasfilm and destroy Star Wars, destroy Luke Skywalker, destroy men, destroy everything. everyone. And they're literally making you feel like she is a cartoon character just to be hated. That's why they can keep putting this kind of stuff out there and say these outlandish things. I mean, my goodness, we just heard she thinks of herself as never being able to be humbled.
Yeah.
Never being able to be put in her place. Never being wrong. Always must be right. That is why Rey is the way she is in The Force Awakens. She didn't write it. She didn't write the freaking movie. She didn't write the character. No, she did not have full control over who the character of Rey was. She is the president of a company that oversees the protected intellectual property known as Star Wars, and has to oversee how that gets distributed and how it gets portrayed. But they hire writers and directors, and they hire producers, and they hire people to come in and oversee these things. And I'm sorry, but this is like the most ridiculous stuff ever, when they're literally trying to take a president of a company and make it out that like she's in the trenches doing these things just to control these things and kill your love of Luke Skywalker, kill Luke Skywalker till he's dead, kill it all. Like, and it doesn't make any sense because it's just not true. Like, seriously, like, you have got to be, how can people be duped this way to be confused and think that somehow this ideological prop that has been put up of who Kathleen Kennedy is somehow a real person? It's as fake as the character of Doomcock himself. Doomcock is not the real person. Like, this person that they've made Kathleen Kennedy out to be is not this evil person that they would have you believe she is, that is just trying to destroy pop culture and destroy everything you love. Please think with a rational mind. That's all I ask. Like, you don't have to like those movies. For God's sake, you don't have to like those movies. You don't have to like what the way that she's gone or wherever. Like, I'm not saying that. You don't have to like any of that. But we gotta stop.
Well, they gotta stop saying this is true. This is true. This is what people are saying. Nobody's saying this. Well, nobody connected is saying this. You're putting it out there to get people to follow you and watch you.
Justin Proper, what's up, Justin? Good to see you in the chat, sir, with a $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Says Enosh, did you watch my stream earlier today? No, I have been busy all day, man. I literally barely got in here under the radar to even start this show. But he says I made some comments on this. I will definitely have to go check those out, man, because I would like to see what you have to say, because I don't understand how this stuff can keep being propped up as being anything. Well, exactly, Matt. Spielberg and Lucas have known her since 1978. She has continued to be a part of film and whatnot. Okay, I love this. Jenner Custom Toys, my good friend Bruce, who makes all these Star Wars toys for me that you guys see on the show, says almost forgot my tribute to Nessie. Oh, he always gives tree fitty because that's what the Loch Ness Monster needs, is about tree fitty. So thank you so much, Bruce. Thank you. You guys go check out Bruce over on eBay at Jenner Custom Toys. Get some of this awesome stuff. You know what I need, man, is I need some DC executive, some Warner Brother executive action figures so that I can put them in Poindexter Lounge and have like Walter Hamada wrestle Zack Snyder, for the right to have the Snyder verse restored. Or
that would be amazing.
Oh, that'd be so awesome. Be so freaking awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay. Oh, hey, H Barts with another $2 super chat says where is the Lucas cut? LOL. It's been talked about for months. They said there's a 4-hour Lucas cut of The Rise of Skywalker, because apparently they shot a whole other movie like when nobody was looking.
Exactly. Like, that's, I can get behind, I don't like the movie. I don't like the writing. I don't like the direction. I don't like the actors, the character. I understand that. But don't disparage someone's character because of that. Like, and don't try and bring other people down because you don't like it. Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, listen, it's ridiculous. And there is no Lucas cut. George Lucas didn't co-direct the movie and make his own movie at the same time. Okay, guys, I know it took us 24 takes to get this scene right. Now I'm going to go step aside and take a break, and George is going to film the scene his way. Go for it, bud. You know, that doesn't happen.
Bruce says, Doomcock is real. He puts money under my pillow every time I get drunk. The fandom menace, man, their anger with this woman is ridiculously off the charts. This is for H-Parts.
I cannot express my anger right now. It's through the roof. Through the roof, I'm telling you. It's through the roof. It's like long gone. But still, don't do that. Stop.
Right, Angie? Just be rational. That's all I ask. That's all. Yes. OH here is says $5 donation to Croc Plus. Yes, Croc Plus. It's. I'm telling you, man. It is the latest thing, man. It is the big new streaming service, man. Croc Plus, man. It kind of make you give up your Johnson just to be able to watch some of these programs.
Oh, no, Justin, I mean, I'm not saying like don't bring it, like you can't criticize it. People can criticize
Willie Doomcock
it.
in the Salt Factory here.
Exactly.
I was setting up a joke, by the way. That was a joke that I was setting up about losing your Johnson to Croc Plus, but no, just go ahead and
sorry. Sorry I ruined your Johnson.
That's what she said.
It's like but like, Justin, like the problem I think we have with it is when you try and say that, when you turn that anger into dollar signs, right? So guys like Doomcock, Mike Zero, the Fandom Menace, all they're trying to do is take those people that have a legitimate beef with the film or the book or whatever, and they're just trying to make money off of it. They're trying to grift you. That's why they say all this stuff to try and keep you angry, to try and get you upset. It's like, give me a break. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy, yeah, did she hire some people that didn't write some great Star Wars movies? Yeah.
Yep.
Did she hire some people that didn't put together a comprehensive trilogy plan? Yeah.
Yep.
Did some people make some questionable artistic decisions when they wrote and directed these things and produced them? Yeah.
Yep.
So you can
but wait, did over time, did she get better at it and actually hire some great people like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni to come in and write a story plan for a linking series between episode 6 and episode 7,
exactly.
and seek to remedy some of that stuff that has actually made it a whole lot better? And you have to at least give her credit for that if you're going to give her the credit for bringing down what you didn't like in the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. And I think
she's
that's
the same. She's president of the same company that did both. And if you believe this lie, I'm not talking to Justin. I'm just saying if anybody out there believes this lie that somehow she has been relegated, that Mike Zero wants to perpetrate, that she has been relegated to just one series and Disney is not allowing her to do anything on any other thing. No, they wouldn't do that. You know why? Because that would basically mean that it would render the president of one of Lucasfilm's major arms that they spent tons of money, $4.5 billion to acquire, that it is absolutely null and void, and that they don't have anyone running it, that they don't have anyone running it and making sure that is being kept up. They would not do that. They would simply let her go. Do you know how many other women executives and Hollywood people who know their stuff are out there? Like, if you because I've heard people say, well, it's because she's a woman. They could hire another woman just like that and remedy the whole thing. And you know what? It would not only win them goodwill from all the people who hate her, but it would also win other people over who saw the other talent that they actually hired to run the company. Here's the thing. She was picked by George Lucas.
Yeah.
And don't believe all this stuff. Like, the only people reporting that, like, oh, George Lucas hates her and she's trying to ruin George Lucas's legacy, are people like this guy right here. and Mike Zero.
Yeah.
But I mean, don't you know? Kathleen Kennedy killed 26 children with a chainsaw on her way to an executive meeting to make sure to write out Luke Skywalker when she found out that Favreau and Filoni were secretly going to place him in The Mandalorian.
Well, and the thing is, like, she can get criticized for the failure of certain things and has to definitely get credit for the success of others, right? But the thing is, like, I think you have to give the creative people that were hired more of the credit or the blame.
Yes.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you've got a problem with the Force, the Force Awakens, I don't necessarily think she's the one that made all those creative decisions, right? If you've got a problem with Rian Johnson's vision, she wasn't on the set calling shots on that one. I mean, it's...
Says who?
He is not. That's...
Says who?
That's inferring a lot.
Yes, it's inferring quite a bit, given the fact that, yes, George was disappointed that they didn't go ahead with his ideas and thoughts for a sequel trilogy. Absolutely. And why wouldn't he be? Because he actually put some time into doing that. But he was never promised that they would do it. He was never promised. He was paid for his work on those things separately, apart from the company that he sold to them. And where has George ever said that? That has always been something that someone has pulled out of somewhere or tried to infer based on nothing. There is nothing that says that George is disappointed or he feels he made the wrong decision. Yeah, he was upset with them at first because they didn't do what he wanted to do. It because he, just like everybody, if you give up something so close to you as Star Wars was to him, you have to get used to the fact that you don't control it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard for him with that transition.
Well, and that was,
but that's the reality. And you can't don't get mad at Kathleen. Don't get mad at Disney because Lucas decided he was going to sell it. That was his decision. Blame George then. Well, everybody else was blaming George in the early 2000s when he was writing crappy movies.
The decision to not use Lucas's treatments was made above Kennedy's head. That was in what's his face's book. I'm drawing a blank. The chat. Yeah, Jarbo. That was an Iger decision. That was Iger's decision to not use those treatments because they wanted to separate themselves from George. They didn't want to be hamstrung by that, right? And I mean, I understand that a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
wow, H Barts. I mean, I know you were dropping some super chats Matt's way, but I didn't realize Matt had it that way. That he's buying Matt. You know, I should understand. My sources say Matt Jarbo is buying Lucasfilm to make them a part of $3 Theater. So that's why he's going to stop talking about all the other movies because he's only going to be talking about Lucasfilm movies going forward.
He's going to make Jar Jar Binks the star of the next trilogy.
Yes. The new character, the new biggest character is going to be Jat Marbo. Jet. It sounds like a Star Wars character.
It does.
Jat Marbo. That's awesome, H Parts. That's fantastic. Let's see. Justin says, and she's ultimately responsible for the failure of the sequel trilogy as much as she is responsible for the success of The Mandalorian. I would say yes, but
yeah.
But here's my question. How do you judge failure? Because it was profitable. It was insanely profitable. So how do you judge failure? They're very, very happy with the amount of money she's making them, and she's making them a lot of money. She's made them a lot of money. So I don't understand how people want to call things a failure. There may have been a couple of mediocre movies that people might have thought were mediocre, but failure is such a crazy word to use anywhere near.
Well, it's not like they're Waterworld or anything
Star
like
Wars.
that.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry. That's just a comment that, like, Matt's like, yeah, man. H Barts is dropping cash over here. sorry, you know, I got a message from Matt. Like I got the picture somewhere. Like it's so funny. I joked. I said I knew I should have streamed that night because I really appreciate I appreciate Matt, but you know, I appreciate H Barts and you know, H Barts has been very, very kind to this channel, and he's been very, very kind to Matt's channel as well. And so the thing is I didn't stream that night, and H Bart's like dropped $150 over on Matt's channel, and like when he dropped $100, he's like something like, make sure Inash sees this. So of course Matt sends me a message like via Twitter. He's like, hey, guess look what H Bart's dropped on my channel.
That's awesome.
Like Matt's like, oh well.
And you should, you know, be on the lookout for what Matt does as well, because his Patio commentaries have been fantastic.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the thing is like I said, you know, they were divisive, maybe, but yeah, I agree. TW, they were divisive at times because they told different stories that some people weren't expecting. But honestly, I blame in large part people like Mike Zero, people like Doomcock, and the toxic Star Wars online community for trying to predict where Star Wars should have gone instead of being told the story. This is just a problem in pop culture right now. It's not even just Star Wars. It's literally everything out there. It seems like every show, every movie, you know, has this kind of issue right now where people want to be, get out of here, Jason. Get out of here, Jason.
I really like Waterworld, but
Jason with his I know Jason. Jason's a friend. So get out of here, Jason, with your sly comments. I see you, sir. I see you. I know what you're trying to do.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
And I say that with love. but seriously, it is Matt Jarbo, you streaming later, joining us. What do you try to give him a heads up? You're gonna drop more cash on him to buy Lucasfilm.
Bart's just had his check clear. He's like, oh yeah, you streaming later?
Matt's gonna get that super chat.
Stack that paper.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. But thank you, Jason. Thank you, appreciate the love. But no, you know, it's just that's the thing is like these guys, they make all these videos trying to predict the future of what's going to happen, and they get people all worked up, you know.
Well, predicting, you know, saying, hey, I speculate this is what I want to see, this would be cool. You know, I think I would like them to use the Veil of the Force to do this, right? But then when you say that the Veil of the Force is a real rumor that they're playing with, that it's true, that it's out there, you have no proof of that. Oh, that's
what? That's not even a thing, dude. That's not a thing. I got too many Star Wars toys. We've already talked about this so many times. Shifty gives them, and I love you. You know what I love about this show, man, is that is that this show brings out other parts of our fandoms, and this is where we're like we all kind of we're all able to kind of like you know, chisel at each other, you know, and have some fun, you know, because there's a lot of people who love a lot of the same stuff here. But the thing is you know what, toy sales have been just fine. All this stuff of like, oh, there's so many Rose Ticos. That's because you know what, they all have that. You know what, go to any store and look at all the Marvel characters that have been laying around for months. Just saying.
Lord.
There's a whole lot more Marvel characters that have been laying around for months, and you know what? No, I don't see anybody making videos about how Marvel characters are going out of style, and like literally they put out a couple of them that people want, and then the rest just sit around. But you don't see that because there's always been toys, folks. Always. Back in the 80s when literally the stores were stocked to the gills in the vintage Star Wars line. There were many characters who literally sat there and did not get sold, and they were all these characters. Rose Tico is a side character. She is not a star of the movie. She's not a huge player in the movie. Like, the only people going on about her like she is are people who don't like Rose Tico, and they're trying to make a big deal about her. But I'm sorry, man, but toy sales have been just fine. Trust me. As somebody who has to fight people for Star Wars toys and has had to resort now to having to pre-order everything online or buy everything online and hope that I find it. I'm sorry. Show me your Star Wars collection, and then tell me about toy sales. Just saying. This is my lifestyle. Yeah. I know a thing or two about Star Wars toys. Doomcock knows something about paper mache helmets that he can put on sideways and crooked. He don't know about toy sales. The fandom menace don't know about toy sales. All these people, yes, even the ones with toys who are like, I only collect the old stuff because all the new stuff sucks. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. I got each movie represented here in my house, and a lot of it. And I'm sorry, it's just not true. All this stuff is just not true. Bad City stuff here with a little bit of rhyming for us. Doomcroc, Doomsock, Doombrock, Doom Dwayne Rock, Doom Clock, Doom Spock, Doom Doc Ock.
Ooh,
that's deep. That's deep right there. That's some good stuff. Yes, Krypton's Core. I do call-in shows periodically, and and those are a lot of fun. We do those here on the channel. So anytime you see it where it says call in, I usually put a link in, and people are able to come in and
those are interesting.
Yeah, basically you do suck. It's like, right, it's like, I didn't like the story, therefore she's a failure. That's how it happens, man. That's literally how it happens, Really? Because you know what? Where do you think I get these toys? Where, like seriously, I don't care about your collector focused collection. Really? Okay. Who do you think's buying the toys?
Dude, go to the Walmart near where I live. Like, you can't find toys. People scoop these things up so fast. The only toys, like, they re-released, you talk about peg warmers. They re-released Masters of the Universe. And you know what the peg warmers are? Because there's so many in each case. He-Man and Skeletor. They're all over the place. The other toys you can't find. You can't find, Scare Glow. You can't find the Sorceress. You can't find any of these other Masters of the Universe re-release figures. Why? Because people are scooping them up as fast as they get out there. But you can find 100 He-Man and Skeletor left on the pegs because there's like 6 in each case. So if I just went by that logic, I'd be like, oh, nobody's buying them. Nobody's buying them. Well, people are buying them, but they already got He-Man and Skeletor. They don't, it's
exactly.
But whatever.
You can't put out 1 billion of the same character. And that's like all the John Cena's in wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, wrestling figures are hot. People love wrestling figures. Even with wrestling, even with the WWE taking a big hit this last couple of years, especially, like, wrestling figures are still hot. But you know what the thing is? You can't put out 1 million John Cenas and think that the kids are going to buy them all, because everybody who wants John Cena already has John Cena. That's the point.
Well, and the collectors are scooping up everything. Like,
and dude, there were plenty of Rise of Skywalker toys.
Well, Hasbro also had a deal where they couldn't release certain things because they didn't want to spoil anything.
Exactly.
So,
well, there was some of that, but also, I mean, Rise of Skywalker, man, I'm sorry, there was Star Wars Day, and we all went out, and
Star Wars Toy Day was huge for.
I'm just saying. Well, I don't know if you can judge it based upon what some people thought of the movie and what other people thought of the movie, because for all the people that, there are always going to be things that are more positive. So is the Phantom Menace a failure? You can't say the Phantom Menace was a failure, yet people all the time say it's their least favorite Star Wars movie.
It's one of the most profitable ones, though.
Just saying. So I mean, there's a lot of different ways, to look at it. I would just. I would just, my collector's logic says the toys were doing just fine though, dude. Hasbro has not been hurting at all for toy sales. Yes, Baby Yoda was an anomaly because Baby Yoda was something that all the fans wanted. All the fans wanted a Baby Yoda. Like, but that doesn't mean that at the other times that the toy sales weren't doing well, because they were doing well. Toy sales were doing just fine. Just proper with a $5 super chat. Thank you, sir.
Hey, thank you.
Ask Jeff Hicks world class BS about toy sales. Yeah, I don't need to, because you know what? They're bullshitters. It's in their name. I think I might be able to arrange something as long as you two are respectful towards each other. I'd have that conversation all day long. I would. I'd have that conversation all day long, because they're wrong. They're absolutely wrong. You do not have, look, people want to make a narrative because it's not something they want to collect, or that they liked, or that they watched, or that they enjoyed, that results to everybody. And that's just it. That's just BS. That is exactly what it is. It's BS. It is absolute BS, because it is not the truth. It's not. That's like saying, well, I don't like Marvel, so nobody likes Marvel. Except for you don't see me saying that, because I think that that's an asinine thing to say. I can say I don't like Marvel. I don't collect Marvel toys. Okay? So you know what you're going to see here? You're going to see here that I got a stack of my old Superpowers figures from DC right here, right next to me, because I was showing them off the other day in a stream or whatever. Okay? So I've got those, and I got DC figures back here, and I got Star Wars figures all around me, and I got all these things, right? I'm sorry. I don't collect Marvel. But you would never see me sitting here going, Marvel figures don't sell well. Why? Because I don't like them. So what? You didn't buy a Rose Tico. I've got every Rose Tico figure that's sold, because I'm a collector. And you know what? There's a lot of other people out there who are collectors. And it's not just that. The figures, the characters that were popular sold more. Yes, because Rose Tico was not a popular character, but they made too many of her. It's called the toy company misinterpreted what they thought sales were going to be. It has nothing to do with the overall of what the movie was, or what people cared about, or what people thought of, because they still sold those figures. The only difference is the people who wanted the figure got the figure. Just like John Cena. John Cena was the most popular wrestler around for years. Yet you would go to every store and there would be a bazillion John Cenas. You know why? Because Mattel would put out a ton of John Cenas, and then John Cena would change his shirt, and guess what? There'd be a new color-coded John Cena, with this color for this shirt or that shirt or whatever. And then you had John Cena with a shirt on, without a shirt on, all these different things. Well, I'm sorry, my kids literally had a couple hundred wrestlers a piece. And yeah, they had some John Cenas. But do you think my kids were clamoring for every new John Cena that came out?
No.
But you know what? They had to make more John Cenas, because new kids were getting into it all the time, and new collectors were coming in. And guess what? Somebody's going to want a John Cena. And if you stop making John Cena altogether, you're not going to sell a bazillion of them, anymore. Like he's some new guy that just hit it off. You're not going to do that. It's not going to sell that way. Yeah, now it's Roman Reigns. Cassandra, you're absolutely right. Now it's Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is everywhere. Like, and that's the thing is they just keep making more and more of the same figures. Well, guess what? Yeah, this is something I know about. Okay. Like I said, I don't just talk about stuff. This is my life. I dare anybody to come into the Poindexter Lounge and try to tell me I don't know about toys or toy sales.
Dude,
I dare you.
I
dare you, without your bias, with actual something to actually show me, to try to tell me, because I have to fight off these people with a stick to get anything nowadays. They've literally turned the entire collecting experience into hell. There's days that if I didn't just absolutely love this, I would actually turn it in and just go, I'm done. But I love this. This is how I spend my pastime. This is what I do. I've got a stack of toys right over here next to me right here that I won't even show you because it looks like an absolute mess. that I don't even have a place for right now because I got to rearrange and put stuff in different places. Like, but this is what makes me happy. And that's the thing is there's millions and millions of fans out there, folks, that are into this stuff. You're just not going. People say I'd love to see that discussion. And look, I would be absolutely, if that were to happen, I would be absolutely respectful. But you know what? Like I said, I just think that there's people who have a narrative, and so it's them who can't be respectful of things because they have a narrative that they got to push. And like if you don't come into it, yeah, hey, that'd be great, man. Absolutely. But if you don't come into it trying to, I think it'd be great. Yeah, no, I mean, like, look, I can have a respectful debate all day long, and you know that, Justin. You know that I've had you on the channel. So, but the thing is like if you don't come into it trying to, like with a narrative that you have to prove a point, and you just look at it for what it is, you know, you're going to come to a certain conclusion. Hey, Dravwalker here with $50 oops, my thing came out there. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I pulled that out. Okay. That's what Dravwalker with a $50 Australian super chat. Thank you, sir. Says Poindexter Lounge. Check your PayPal account, brother. I collect all different toys, mainly online. I have Hot Toys figs and quarter scale figs. He was showing us some of his stuff the other night, man. He's got a lot of really cool stuff, and he's got them displayed really, really cool behind him. It was really awesome. Says, but people display arts Kai figs. I love them, and to pass down from generations. Absolutely. Like my kids, man, I joke with them all the time. And it's like, because my son Landon will just be like, hey, dad, I get all this stuff when you die, right? And then I'm just like, you shut your mouth, son.
Like
you shut your mouth right now. Don't be talking about me dying, or, you know, you won't get them.
Like I'm getting buried with all of it. Okay?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Luke. Dravwalker. Oh my goodness. He just gave $100 donation to my PayPal.
Dude.
Because that goes directly here. Because, you know, look, you know, YouTube takes a lot out of there, you know, and just know if you give something to the PayPal, all those links are down in the description. If you give something to the PayPal or the Cash App or whatever, you still get your comment read online. Just let me know that you did it, and for sure we'll get you in there. Thank you so much, Luke.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, brother. He's a good guy. I love Luke. Luke is awesome. Not just for that, but just because he's a good guy. I've loved having the conversations that I've had with Luke, and Luke gets it. Luke's a toy collector. Luke's a fan of stuff. Luke just wants to love the stuff that he loves, and that's really all where I'm at, man. Is like why I'm kind of tired of all this nonsense, is because they're just pushing.
They're pushing hate.
They're pushing hate.
That's what the grift is all about. And, you know, whatever happens with Kennedy, they'll move the goalposts again. And it'll be, it's going to be, you know, what do you jump on next? It's just going to be absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's all about hate. The grift is, I get you mad. I know what makes you mad, and I keep it going.
Here I am. Other channels. Here I am. I'd happily and respectfully debate anybody on the merits of Star Wars, the Snyder Cut, anything else. Here I am. Here I am. Send me. Right?
Send me, oh Lord.
Yes. Man. I love this guy. Dravwalker's a good guy.
Thank you.
A good guy. All right. So okay. So let's finish this nonsense here real quick, and so we can all go home. Kathleen Kennedy is an evil, horrible person. In 2 minutes or less.
The Kennedy camp sees Star Wars not as a narrative, but as a platform to spread propaganda. And that, to quote Yoda, is why they fail. So there you have it, my friends.
Yeah.
Politics and ego, propaganda and lack of writing skill,
bad paper mache.
These are among the many reasons why Star Wars is in the horrible state it's in.
I can't smell anything through this. I lost all sense of smell after I farted into this.
This tunic hasn't been washed in years.
I haven't been able to shave down the calluses on the bottom of my feet since I took the piece off and put it on this thing for a mouth.
If this source is correct, Kennedy planned to show George Lucas how to make Star Wars.
Oh, God.
In her mind, Kennedy was going to update Star Wars, insert wokeness into it, turn Star Wars into a feminist statement, succeed wildly beyond even George Lucas's level of success, and then start retconning history. Not only had she made post-Lucas Star Wars a bigger success than it ever was, she had actually been the prime motivation behind Star Wars since the beginning. A complete retcon of history that would be echoed and furthered by her allies in the mainstream media, ultimately making Kathleen Kennedy the bestest ever.
All her allies like George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. And I think wasn't she close with like Katzenberg as well? Or I mean, come on. Like this is a woman who's had a 45-year career in Hollywood. I mean, come on.
Man, I'm telling you what, man. It's just like the way that they're just trying to demonize her just for the sake of demonizing her. It's just thank you, Luke. I'll back Enosh up anytime. Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are they at? Put them up. Put them up.
Exactly. Well, it's like you got to give people someone to hate. You know,
I'm telling you, man. They got to have the hatred, man. This is crazy. Hey, Aaron Entertainment, what's up with a $2 Canadian super chat? Says, Enosh, you need to get a Mean Gene Funko Pop. I do. I would love to get a Mean Gene. Do they make them now? Did they put one out? I don't think I've seen one.
I don't know. I got my. Where's all my pops?
Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you guys. I appreciate the love.
Yeah,
I appreciate the love. You know, I call on my my backup, Johnny, if I ever need him.
The Poindexter Army.
All right.
Just like Ray. And we all know.
Just like
oh man.
Oh, Captain Solo. Come on. Like now literally they've run out of things to say about Kathleen Kennedy. So now it's just like, oh yeah, well she was the inspiration for Ray. Didn't you know? Yeah. She could little known fact about Kathleen Kennedy, she can also fix an engine just like that, man. You put that engine up, man.
Exactly. Tear it apart. She'll put it back together faster than when Fonzie put his motorcycle back together when he was blind. Did anybody remember that? Am I too old? I'm old. It's because Fonzie's the bestest ever.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He was just able to just hit a jukebox and make it play.
Well, Fonzie could jump a shark because wow.
Fonzie was never incorrect.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
We've fallen into Happy Days talk.
Yes, how well Ray sells in toy stores, don't we? Sometimes the bestest ever turns out to be the worstest ever.
That's interesting because you know what? I see these days. I see a lot of Luke Skywalker figures. See a lot of actually sitting around. The latest waves of them from the Hoth collection. I see that because you know what? They re-released Luke and Han, two of the most popular Star Wars characters known to man, and they've been sitting on the shelves because everybody who wants them already bought them, because that's what toy sales are based on, is supply and demand. The people who want them already bought them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I think I need a bestest ever action figure. That's what I need.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, that'd be so great.
And one wonders how long it will take for Disney
He's still
to fix
talking.
this mess. Because every day it continues, Star Wars dies just a little bit more.
Actually, one might wonder how long it's going to take for you to fix that mess on your head.
I mean, come on, dude. You're making enough money.
The dude's making bank. He could literally pay somebody to make him one.
He could. He needs his own Cylon Scotty that can hook him up with the pros. And, somebody's got to be in the helmet business. Come on, man.
Like, dear God, man. Like, dude, you're making that kind of cash. You should literally be able to hire somebody to make you like the most bestest ever helmet.
Exactly.
From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends.
No, we're not gonna say it. We're not gonna do it. No, because we're not gonna stay angry. We're gonna smile. No. We're gonna enjoy our Rose and Ray action figures, and
not worth getting upset about.
Nope. Cylon's like, don't let me in with Doomcock. Cylon's there. He can't let Cylon comes back alive. Like, nope. No way.
He not you, but he needs his own Doom Scotty. Like, so there needs to be a Doom Scotty somewhere. So not you necessarily.
Well,
thankfully.
Once again, Johnny, we've done it.
What are you supposed to be? I'm vengeance.
Yep.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Never get tired of that one.
Always so fun. Scotty's because I will track now. I will track Doom Scotty down and convert him. He will be one of us. Then we'll have two Scotties. I don't even know what we do with two Scotties. Oh my gosh.
We could take over the world.
I know, man. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. You know what else was shipped off to Ollie's? Bunch of Luke Skywalker figures.
I saw a ton of Lukes and Chewbacca's there.
You know what else was there? Jaina Solo figures. I love my Jaina Solo figure. And you remember what she was from there, Johnny? Oh, that's right. Yeah. She was the EU's version of Luke and Leia's kids. One of Luke and Leia's kids was Jason and Jaina. But yet I found her at Ollie's. Just saying. Just saying. Yep, because sometimes they make too much of something and the supply does not match the demand.
No.
That is not a reflection, though. What? I never had Luke's here. Where? Do you work? Do you work for Ollie's? Because I've seen Luke's at Ollie's. I've seen plenty of Luke's at Ollie's.
Yeah, our Ollie's has had a ton of them.
Yeah, so
Leia and Wicket Barbies. Ooh, I'd be down for one of those.
Those are actually pretty cool. Tiffany loved them, so there you go. Actually, Shifty Gizm, if you work at Ollie's, can you please find me a reason why they haven't discounted Lex Luthor from BVS in the orange jumpsuit down to like a reasonable price, and why they're still trying to get like $20 for it? Because I just want the head. I just want the head. I just need the head so that I can do I'm going to put it on a body from a WWE figure in a suit so that I can have the Jesse Eisenberg Lex in a suit like at the end of the movie. So,
dude, there was like, I saw some of those at Ollie's recently. They had a couple of those, him in the orange jumpsuit.
They got tons of them, but they're all $20.
Yeah, they're all $19.99. I'm like, this
doesn't make any sense. Like, that was how much they were in the regular store, Ollie's.
Yeah, that's why they didn't.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here, Ollie's? Come on. Speaking of Ollie,
throw me a bone.
Speaking of Ollie, he's right there. Anyways, yeah.
He's back from his island.
Silent Scotty says, we just watched the Ewok Adventures for the first time in decades. Tracked down some 83 Ewok figures from those movies. See, Look, there is something for everyone. So I'm sorry. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. It's all about what you like.
Exactly.
And that's what you got to go with.
Enjoy it.
Exactly. Enjoy it. But hey, guys, it's been fun. It's been another episode of 2 Cents on Nonsense.
And that's it.
Why do we put ourselves through this? I don't know, but I know what it is. I know what it is. It's got to be the bonus.
Hey man, hey man, you got any more bonuses?
Hey man, I got the cheeseburger man.
I hate the word content. When people say they're putting out content, it means they're putting out garbage filler material because they have nothing to say. With that being said, I have now completed my content for the day.
Content.
Make sure to like and subscribe for future Star Wars content.
Future garbage filler.
Shiftygism says, I don't work at Ollie's. I just hit up Ollie's a bunch. It's always toys no one wants. That's not necessarily true, because that's like saying stuff at Second and Charles or these secondhand places is all stuff that nobody wants. It's not that. It's just the fact that even toys have a shelf life. And if they don't sell out in a certain amount of time, it can be a thing of location, of where that was, where it was located. Because I've seen stuff show up at Ollie's that absolutely everybody wanted, but it was an absolute find. It was an absolute find where people have literally bought up everything that showed up at Ollie's because it was worth so much. Like Ollie's had freaking Triptychon from Transformers. Do you know how many people wanted freaking Triptychon? They re-released this thing and it just ended up going through somehow, and it ended up at Ollie's, and people were. I'm part of toy groups online. You're talking to somebody who knows about this stuff. Literally, people were freaking out, losing their mind because they were finding Triptychon at Ollie's. Sometimes it's that the manufacturers overprice stuff. And it's got to end up going to a place like Ollie's for the people who actually want it, because it's literally people want it, but they can't afford it, because when you're charging $200 for a figure or for something like that.
Yeah, it's like, what? Triptychon. Yeah, you're right, Trav. It's iconic.
What's up with that, man? What's up with that?
I don't know. I love you, Ambassador.
What's up with that, bro? Okay. Send me stuff all the time, dude. I don't know what that is, man. If there's an issue, you should probably reach out to me and not leave a comment on a public forum. Just saying. That doesn't make me look bad. I don't know what that comment even is about. I don't even know why you would say that. You haven't said anything to me. So the reality is yep. Triptychon is iconic. It is what it is.
Triptychon's awesome.
Yeah. But when you charge $200 for something that people don't have the money to pay $200 for, yeah, they're going to wait for it to go to Ollie's. Just saying.
Well, yeah.
So
it might be a cool figure, but it's definitely not worth that much.
I almost feel like this is one of those parody accounts that we keep seeing up in here. Like somebody made an ambassadorial wing account, or something, because ambassador sends us amazing because the stuff that we're talking about is I don't know, stuff let's see, Doom Enema
was amazing.
Doom Agra. So there you go. I
love you, Ambassador.
Love you too, man. Talama Park. Well, I was a Palpatine.
Yeah, baby.
All right. Anyways, folks, I don't know what that's all about, but like I said, that doesn't. That's a good question.
It's all good.
Yep.
Yes, they did. They had Ollie's did.
Not McFarlane ones. They haven't, because those ones haven't even hit. They had the old Mattel ones. from the 2017 one.
Oh, okay.
Look, when
Well,
something isn't, I say that it isn't, because McFarlane ones haven't even come out yet. They don't even ship till June. Okay, so there you go. They're all on pre-order right now, and they don't even ship till June. They had them. They had some of the old Mattel ones that were still left over. You know, it is what it is. So, anyways,
well, you know,
tis what it is, man. You know,
it is what it is, and it's been a good one.
It has been a good one, man. Yep. Exactly. I mean, look, I don't try to change anybody's mind, but if you try to change my mind, yeah, you're going to see that that's probably not going to happen. You know, because I don't say stuff, Johnny, without knowing what I'm talking about and understanding my own opinion on it.
Exactly.
You know, like it's fine to have differing opinions, but you know, if your point is to just change somebody else's mind and not see their point of view, and you just don't want their point of view, well, then that's when you went too far. You know, so
we're here to listen, learn, grow, have
fun. Absolutely. We rob from the rich and give to the poor.
Robin Loxley, give me a bonus.
I need to get more cigars and smack my secretary on the ass.
There you go. Johnny, why don't you tell them where people can find you, sir?
Best place to find me is either here in the lounge, on our Discord server, or on Twitter at @the_Johnny_pop.
There you go. Thank you, Black Ops. I appreciate that.
Thanks.
We're all good. Yes, more time well spent. Thank you for all joining us here tonight for 2 Cents on Nonsense. Don't forget, you can find us here every Thursday night, typically around 9 p.m. But tonight was a little bit different. Don't forget Justicecon this weekend and all the stuff that's going to entail. It's going to be a good one for sure. We got Dave Batista that we're going to be interviewing on Sunday, and of course, Patrick Totopoulos on Saturday, the designer for BVS and Justice League. So there you go. And you know what, Toronto Freddy, you're right. Like the McFarlane Aquaman is a bad design.
It's kind of ugly.
It's kind of ugly, but you know what? I bought it anyways, and so did like thousands of other people, because we like toys.
I want them.
And some of it is about completing something, right?
Yeah.
I guarantee you, all you comic book collectors, how many crappy comics do you have?
Oh, a ton.
With bad stories in it, or bad artistry or whatever. Guess what? Yep. Same thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's bad, ugly toys, man. But you know what? You still buy them.
Exactly.
Say Shifty Gizm. I still love Shifty Gizm. I got no problem with Shifty Gizm. We just don't agree on that. Ask Batista to give me what I want. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
Give it to me now.
I love it. You know what I want. Give it to me. Give me what I want. I love it. Angie says, I bought that ugly thing too. You do suck says, I don't buy toys, therefore no one buys toys. I swear to God, it's happening so fast now. Whoever's doing this is hilarious, because like these just like literally just show up out of the blue. Like I just feel like they're just waiting. Like, what's Enash going to say? Who's Enash going to talk about? Because I got to nail it. Todd McFarlane.
There I go.
McFarlane. Todd McFarlane. McFarlane. Yes.
That's awesome.
It's going to be fun. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Don't forget, you can find us on all social media. All those links are down in the description below. And don't forget, this week, if you become a member of the channel, if you become a patron of the channel, or if you just gave a super chat, thank you to everyone who gave a super chat tonight. Thank you to everyone who supports the channel. I do appreciate it for sure. But of course, don't forget, this week, if you do one of those three things, you are in line to win this Victor Koo signed reflective picture, we will send that out to you. All right. We want, and why not have it be you? We'll give it away next Wednesday night. So do that. All right. Anyways. Yes. I think this is a good way. Dravewalker says, I also bought that Aquaman figure. We all are right in there, man. I'm telling you, we all did it. We're all screwed. We're all getting that. You know what? It's probably going to end up being like some, got Jason Momoa looking like Tim Allen in the Santa Claus, only young. It's probably going to come, and then it's probably going to end up being better looking. Like it's probably like a production.
The final design will be a little bit better.
I hope so. Toronto Freddy says, I just don't understand how the rest came out so awesome and they screw the pooch with Aquaman. It just doesn't make sense to me. I hear you, man. Maybe his movie just didn't make enough money. It made over $1 billion. So
it made a little.
Justin Proper with a $5 super chat. Thank you. Says you really need to meet Jeff. If I try to set this up, be a pro about it, like I know you are. Oh, absolutely, man. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I got no problem with anybody. Like it is what it is, man. We talk about things all day long, and I love toys. Like I said, I got friends, man. I meet up with at my local toy shop, man. We argue about Star Wars. And we argue about everything. And at the end of the day, we give each other a hug, and we walk away, and it's awesome. It's great. So there you go. All right, guys. Well, remember what I always say. Don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter. Don't try to tell anybody that their fandom doesn't matter either. But always look to treat everybody with respect and with love. And if you have a problem with somebody, reach out to them. Send them a message. Send them an email. Say, hey, here's my phone number. Give me a call. Right? Probably not a good idea to just show up and say mean things to them.
No, never.
That doesn't do anybody any good, quite frankly, because especially when they have no idea what the reference is. What's up, DC Talk with Extended? Always love DC Talk with Extended with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, bro. And I love you for sure. All right, guys. Until next time, I'm Enosh. That's Johnny. And every Thursday night, we're going to take on that crazy nonsense over and over and over again until one day we wake up and you know what? All the nonsense will be gone, Johnny.
It's gone.
But if that never happens,
we'll be here.
We'll still be here. And you know what? We'll still love you guys, even if you don't agree with us. So there you go. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Stay nerdy.
We talking about bands, but I still bust the heat. We've been going on for like 4 hours now, like Zack Snyder's freaking Justice League.